Hello everybody, welcome back to Dying Light, the Beast. We haven't played in probably a few weeks because I've unfortunately had a little bit of a health issue. But I hope this is gonna be quite resolved and we can continue to stream again more regularly moving forward.
The sheriff just contacted me. She has eyes on the Baron. He and a bunch of his men are at some old salt mine. Finally he's going to pay for what he did to me.
So what's really cool here is that the game has like a recap system where it recaps your last, I guess the last things you were going for in the game. And yeah, that's pretty nice to be honest. I really like that feature. Yeah, seems like a really cool idea. Yeah, I haven't played it in a while, so obviously I don't really know what we were doing. I also don't remember the exact controls, how they work, so we're gonna have to quickly revisit them. Okay, there's like jump height. There's like looking around, which is a crazy mechanic. You use the stuff here. You can sprint. I think we had like auto sprint as in a... Yeah, we had auto sprint on by default, I think. We changed that. And you can crouch, obviously. Interestingly enough, we can't slide yet, which is... It's kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. So Q is something, E is something, this is flashlight. This is our survivor pulse. This is how we change it. The UV flashlight, which we can turn on and off here. Cool. Healing is on number 4. Our weapon wheel, where you can select weapons, is here. Okay, cool. Wait for Keller's contact. Okay. The old town. Okay, just tapping it because there's a little bit of pulse of UV, which already is enough actually to stun a few enemies here. It is warming up on these zombies here. And the game looks so good. Right, you can't parry zombies, right? No, can you parry zombies? I don't remember actually. Parry them or not. Our damage level seems to be pretty shit. Is this really the best weapon we have? I guess so. Okay, you can slide. It's just it just doesn't work when you're inside, which makes sense. Because why would you? Also, let me double check the settings because you know me, right? We're back and haven't played the game in a while. Maybe there was an update or something. Everything here seems to be in order. HDR is there, sharpness is 0. Frame generation 2x, I think, is what we're using currently. Got reflex, maximum FOV, which I think is actually 77, should be roughly 110. No, because I didn't change anything. We also have the advanced video settings here, and I think we maxed out everything beyond, obviously, effects I don't like. Yeah, we left the draw distance multiplier at the baseline. It does increase performance, decrease performance, and disproportionately to what I think visually is even visible in most scenarios. Yeah, we're also using all ray tracing and everything, so yeah, we basically are maxing out the game. I think it's nice. Yeah, I still remember back in the day when the 5090 came out, because I had a 4090. I was like, you know, do I need the 5090? And back then, the first reviews were like, oh, we don't know, right? Is it that much better? Blah, blah, blah. And now it turns out it was obviously a pretty big leap over the 4090. So yeah, in hindsight, obviously I would have bought it again instantly. But back then I was actually debating, right, if it's like worth it to get it. It was also very hard to buy. And yeah, the hardware situation ever since has become so much worse that, yeah, I obviously don't regret it for a second to have bought it back then. But yeah, I didn't know, right, if it was quote-unquote going to be worth it back then. But yeah, it definitely was, right? Yeah. And I was like this comparison, right? Like, obviously you can have a lot of fun with 30 FPS, probably more with 60, right? And lower end systems. But unlike a car that can drive faster, there's no speed limit, right? You can basically get a lot of value still out of better GPUs. There will be a moment in time where everything just looks amazing, regardless of what GPU you have, because it's going to be sufficient for, I guess, quote-unquote perfect rendering for human eyes. But we're not there yet. So right now, buying high-end system definitely has a big advantage in terms of visual fidelity, mostly about resolution, right, and upscaling stuff, and obviously graphics settings and frame rate. Right, it still has a big impact there. Okay, yeah, so it's basically something where you can invest money and really get a return. I mean, how much is going to increase your fun? I mean, I would say you can have a lot of fun on lower end systems, so I don't think it really is about fun, right? It's more about like, it still changes enough to be relevant, I think.
Mate, it's Keller. I keep my promises, so you'll find your share in your room. Take care out there.
Okay, now it did contact me, which is interesting. Yeah, I'm just like goofing around a little bit, getting used to it again. Do we have hold for mental? Do we have the hold button on here? I think so, yeah. So we can just hold the spacebar. Yeah, and my mantra basically when it comes to these things is very simple. You know, if you don't know what it's like, you're not gonna miss it. So, you know, I think nobody who doesn't have this has to be like, oh my god, you know, I need a high refresh rate, high-end PC or something. You don't need it, right? If you don't know what it's like, you're not gonna miss it. I grew up with like, I mean, I guess CRTs have great motion quality, but yeah, I grew up with low resolution CRTs, then with low refresh rate, low resolution flat panels, right? That were really, really bad. So, and did I miss this, right? No, because I didn't know what it's like, right? And my brain had no idea that what I was using was complete dog shit, right? And yeah, now we're getting to the point where there's not that much room for improvement anymore, but from the visual eye perspective. So, you know, like this is getting pretty close to quote-unquote perfect for the human eye. But yeah, motion clarity obviously still has a long ways to go. But I think we're gonna get there eventually with higher refresh rates and frame gen. But yeah, it's still very, very good for what I know, right? But I have never tried 500 Hertz plus. So, you know, once I do that, I might be, oh, this shit again. But since I don't know what it's like, right? I'm enjoying this. This is basically my mantra. Enjoy what you have, and it doesn't matter what you don't have. Yeah, because missing things sucks, right? But for that, you have to actually have experienced them in the first place. Like, there's a big difference between wanting something and missing something. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to turn on my overlays because I'm a bad streamer. Okay, what are we doing? I have no idea. Now we're gonna talk to the sheriff. Let's go there by you know, walking, because I just want to get used to the movement system again a little bit more. We can like do like, I think we can like land and roll to avoid damage too. Yeah, this is where it's pretty nice that the game. Oh yeah, we can do the mega jumps, I think, right? Like we can do this, we can climb and then like mantle forward. Was that the move? I think so, yeah. Yeah, let me check one last thing in the driver, on the driver level here. Yeah, me when I play single player games again, double checking everything. Okay, nice. Oh, there. Good. Oh, by the way, there's a new DLSS 4.5 reconstruction model coming, which supposedly looks insane, and the games where I will be definitely looking at it in more detail is going to be Neverness to Everness, which I still play, right? It's still, it still has me playing, and I'm still enjoying the game. But yeah, it's coming, and mostly it's going to be a lot about like better denoising again, motion stability, temporal stability, you know, like stuff like laser beams disappearing instantly and not like, you know, like ghosting on screen for longer. And yeah, like I said, like we're getting like, this is like really quote unquote small stuff, but it just adds up to make the image ever so more perfect. So yeah. So what games did we miss because I didn't stream? I would say the game I probably missed the most, and which we would have streamed by now, I guess, is Dying Light. Not Dying Light, is Last Light, the 007 game from the Hitman studio. We're gonna definitely be checking that one out eventually. And maybe the Gothic remake. I've also been thinking about that one quite a bit. And there's also like a smaller indie game from IGN that got a 10 out of 10 and got a lot of very good reviews in general. I think it's called Mina. It's from the Shovel Knight devs, and I like Shovel Knights, so it seems to be a roguelite Zelda mashup. And the biggest question mark for me is the graphics. You know, I'm not a graphics whore, but I'm an art style whore, and the game is using, I would say, too retro graphics for me. So I have this principle, which is if it's SNES style graphics, thumbs up. If it goes to NES style graphics, it's a bit more limited in my enthusiasm, because I definitely didn't grow up with that. I grew up with the SNES and Game Boy graphics. I guess Game Boy is very limited and primitive, but it's not this like super pixelated, you can barely tell what's going on look, right? It's a very clean look still, and it's like less guessing, I guess. And the Mina game seems like it's very close to the edge of being eventually too minimalistic.
Sheriff, you copy? I'm on my way.
To me, for me. So I will have to see if that's and why do I care about that? It's about readability. I think that at some point games become harder to read in general. So yeah, that's what I'm like.
The Baron? Hey, keep watch, I'm almost there.
Holy destruction.
Olivia, I'm heading to the mine.
Yo, he's killing his own teammates.
The Baron's here, in person.
Oh yeah, you can't block the bigger ones, right?
What do you plan to do?
What do you think? After what he put...
But did I die? Is the red bar not my HP? Oh. I was looking at the red bar. I was like, did I get hit? Am I not low HP? Okay, the bar above the red bar is my HP bar. Well, that's like unfortunate. Wait, no, wasn't I full HP? No, wait, the red bar might be the rage bar. Okay, whoops. Well, I guess I didn't play it well. But yeah, also what I wanted to do, obviously, is look up the skills here. So we can see which skills we have learned. Okay, so we can grapple, stab when we're behind enemies, perfect dodge, perfect parry, power attack, hold and release, in air left click. Oh no, this is the smash, ground pound, high jump. Yeah, where you can run at enemies and jump too. Slide, rotate, jump, tic tac, wall combo, wall run, jump. Okay, yeah, I think we remember those. Then we had the active landing skill, we had the dash. Yeah, we can go jump over staggered enemies, and then we can do the vault kick. And we had the enemy jump. Yeah, the charged kick. Almost forgot about that one. Drop kick. Advanced reload. Okay, that one. Efficient fighting. Okay. Less durability. Okay. Beast mode. Yeah, we can hold, smash, Z and X. We can change that binding for whatever reason. Lifting up heavy holders. Okay, we can mega jump. Okay, and then we have here stealth experts. Going down here. Okay, I think this is the most important part. In the beast points, we're not using them because we're going for this one. I guess it's gonna give me 2 anyway. You know what? Let's just go with the first charge. Why not? And hey, Daryl80, sorry if I didn't reply to you right away because I didn't open my chat until now. I'm sorry about that. It's still cool playing main mode, but it's more intense and brutal if you play permadeath mode. Yeah, so there is we're not playing on the highest difficulty. We're playing on the highest difficulty that was available on launch. And also obviously not on permadeath because I want to beat the game. I don't care too much about challenge in Dying Light. I don't think it's necessary. I mean, it can be, I think, very challenging in the highest difficulty, but I don't think it's a game I associate with the challenge being the key component that makes the game fun for me, right? So I just picked the highest base difficulty that was not added post-launch because it doesn't have the weird survival elements where you have to eat the entire time and shit like that, which I honestly don't give a shit about. At least not in the Dying Light game. And we're also not playing permadeath, obviously, because I want to make progress and not replay the entire game every single time I die, right? Because we have still a lot of games to catch up now on, even though you're right, we have a bow as well. How good is the bow? I think it's more a stealth tool, right? Never mind, it seems to be a very good tool here. I don't know why you released the bow right away there. Yeah, it being like Dying Light is good because we're obviously it's a bit like riding a bicycle. You just get back to it and you can. Oh, that's a power attack. Okay.
Get the hell away from me!
Yeah, it's pretty easy to get back into the controls and stuff like that of the game for sure. Yeah, and again, I highly recommend turning off sharpening when using DLSS 4.5. It's already very sharp by itself. We have a pistol with ammo. We have a shotgun. Oh, it doesn't explode instantly. Whoops. Yo, I'm stuck in the corner. Wait, how the fuck do I heal again? I feel like this. Okay, we can do, let's just do all our moves once. We can do this attack. We can do the charging kick. Very nice. He has a helmet, I think, so we can deal some damage. Yeah, since we can turn it off and on, I think it's like worth just using it for a little bit and then just... Okay, it does consume a lot of meter to turn it back off again. Oh, I'm not allowed to sprint inside of this one, huh? Yeah, there were also like a bunch of new game announcements with the Summer Games Fest, the Xbox Showcase, and the PlayStation... What's it called? Showcase? Yeah, so there were a lot of cool games, honestly. Persona 6 got announced. I mean, I think it even leaked beforehand, but... A new Gears of War, Final Fantasy Remake, the ending, Codename Veronica, Resident Evil, right? Like a bunch of cool, quote-unquote new game announcement because some of them are remakes, obviously, and yeah, and the Gothic remake, right? Is I'm a big fan of Gothic. Gothic 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, and not because it's necessarily a perfect game, but because I've had a very, very good time with it as a kid, and yeah, it's one of my... I really, really like that game, right? Gothic 2 specific. Gothic 1 I also like, but Gothic 2 I think was a big step up. And so yeah, me revisiting Gothic would be very interesting, because I do wonder if I would still enjoy it today. Yeah, and I don't care about it being jank or whatever. I'm like, I don't think jank is necessarily a bad thing for me personally. Why am I not allowed to sprint here? No idea. Did I toggle walk by accident or some shit? I must have. At least I think that's what it is. Yeah. And I think we also lowered screen shake to a minimum. We don't have motion sickness reduction. Yeah, I mean, we don't need this because we already have it. The question is... No, okay, we didn't go for 100% here, but we significantly reduced the head bobbing in game. Yeah, the new Fable also looks pretty interesting. Oh yeah, also Stellar Blade devs now independent and releasing their games on all platforms. So we're gonna get, even though the PC, Sony is like, quote-unquote, ignoring the PC now, I think we're still gonna be seeing that game on... we're gonna be seeing that game on PC regardless, which is really, really nice to see, to be honest. Because Stellar Blade Blood Rain, which, by the way, Blood Rain is the one... I also like the game as a kid. I don't know if it's a good game, actually. Just slow motion Nazi vampire action. Yeah, I did enjoy playing that one as a kid too. But yeah, Stellar Blade Blood Rain looks fucking sick, to be honest. Like the animations and everything, really nice. Eevee, written a bit different than Eve. It's not the original character from Celebrate 1. Definitely looks very young. Visual. I mean, her body doesn't look young, but her face looks a bit young. But I think it's through the. It's on the limit where I'm like, okay, this is okay, right? I don't mind it. But yeah, I wouldn't mind if she looked a little bit older. Although I do like her look a bit better. Just like I think the original Eve looked a little bit too. How do I put that? Too grown up. Not okay. That sounds wrong. What I mean is like. Not grown up. She didn't look cute enough, right? So the new character looks cuter. I think she looks a bit too young, but she looks cuter. And in general, I do prefer cute over this, you know, stereotypical sexy face. You know, like stereotypical, this is beautiful but not cute. So I do like the cute aspect there more. And I think it's more important to me than the quote-unquote sexy face from the original. So yeah, if I had to choose, I would say I would like her design more, but I would like it more if her face was slightly older looking, right? Yeah, a little bit more in the direction of the original Eve, but not too much because I do prefer the cute aspect more. I mean, it's pretty cool to do this navigation part here. I have no idea what the fuck we're doing actually up here, but I think we have return to the sheriff. Oh, maybe this is actually part of the mission. I don't know. He just tells me to go here, so. Pretty sick. Yeah, but the animations and everything look amazing, but the game is still far off and it's gonna be hard to tell, you know. I mean, the original looked amazing, right? And this game's gonna come out in a couple of years. So I don't think that actually is gonna look any worse than... Oops. And that it's gonna look worse than what we're seeing there. So yeah, I would say it's a very realistic degree of graphical fidelity we're seeing there. Yeah, in general, man, a lot of really cool games shown. Also new IPs and everything. You know me and names, right? I'm like not that great. Wulong 2 announced. Hope it's better than Wulong 1 in terms of first playthrough. Because the first playthrough of both Wulong and Year 3 have been a bit too easy. And Wulong had a lot of like balancing issues too and difficulty spikes in terms of like the most of the game was way too easy and then there were like a couple of fights which were more challenging. But they were like disproportionately more challenging than the rest of the game, so it felt like a little bit weird. And yeah, so I hope Wulong 2 is a bit better. But Wulong 2 definitely looks very much like Neo visually, which makes sense, it's the same, their own engine, right? But yeah, I would definitely say it's more... It visually is so similar that I first thought it was the Neo 3 DLC. So yeah.
What's the situation?
When I first got here, I saw red smoke coming out of the mine. More and more squads keep going inside. I think they're hunting something in there.
And you saw the Baron?
Yeah, he went in with them.
Oh, before I didn't check this. I should have checked that before. My girlfriend did the recording before because it's the audio level. The recording thing, okay. Das Audio-Level war ein bisschen niedriger als sonst, aber ist es okay? Aber es Windows, das ist dieser Scheiß mit Meet, das ändert das jedes Mal. Yeah, so Google Meets, when I use it to talk to my dad, it changes my microphone level, so it was a little bit lower than usual, so I'm sorry about that. Oh no, wait, in OBS it doesn't matter anymore, we're using like the direct codec here. We're not using the Windows one anymore. Yeah, so we're using the ASIO interface here. Yeah, which is pretty cool, like being able to have it like on that level there. It's pretty sick.
I got a score to settle with that bastard. Can you cover me?
I can cover you until you enter the mine. After that, you're on your own.
Fair enough. Olivia.
I'm here.
I'm heading for him now. He will not get away from me.
You're stronger than you were, but are you sure you're really ready?
Today he pays for everything he did to me.
Way too early in the game for that.
That murderous fucker's mine.
Okay, so we want to enter the mine. I mean, we don't do stealth here. We just like run in and kill. But let me up something. Okay. Yeah, we're not stealthing, man. We're just running in there and... I mean, I said we're not stealthing, but to some degree we are, obviously.
Light over there.
Yeah, see? Didn't know what's coming. Yeah, right, we can quick repair as well, which is a cool feature. Oh, okay, we're getting shot. Oh, they have guns. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, maybe we do have to stealth here. Let's see about that one. Oh, he has a sniper rifle too. Can we pick up his sniper rifle? No, we cannot. Okay. And then we're gonna blast it. Yeah, so the game obviously wants you to be stealthy here. At least a little bit. Wait, wasn't there like a sniper on the ridge here?
You see that?
Yeah, obviously using the flashlight here is kind of mandatory because you can't see shit in the dark, but...
Need to stay alert. Thought I saw a light.
Yeah, they can see the flashlight, but I can't see shit without it, so... The game is really, really dark. I mean, we don't have to kill everybody here. But I kind of wanna.
I saw something.
Yeah, they can see the flashlight very easily. Wait, they can see in the dark? Wait, what the fuck? They can actually see me here? Wait, how can they see me? It's...
Secure the area.
Wait, they can see me that well? This makes no sense whatsoever. Like, maybe it's like they took the STR brightness here as the baseline, because it's obviously in HDR, the fact that they can see anything here is...
Show yourself. Fuck off. Yes.
What? Who are we? Bro, see, I couldn't see him, but he could see me easily in the grass even.
Onward.
So you have to hold block, I think. A weapon broke or something? I don't understand why I cannot use my block parry. Okay, now it worked. What? There was a nade behind me. What the fuck? I didn't realize.
You're mine now.
Yeah, we're still warming up, obviously, so... We don't have a rifle equipped right now. I do wonder if you wanna equip it over the shotgun, just so we have like some long range. Stopping power. I mean, there's something inside. I just don't know how to climb this, to be honest, because the character definitely does not want to climb it. Okay. Oh, did the game... No, never mind. I crashed from...
This is fucking crazy. Hey!
How many shots do we have? I think we don't have that many. Yeah, the sensitivity when you ADS is way too fucking low. And I think we already put it on max, didn't we? Like controls. Right, there is none, right? There was no ADS sensitivity. We don't have the grappling hook yet, so it doesn't really matter, but oh, okay, so zombies here. This would be a really good place for an explosive AoE weapon. Right, I think we're gonna stick with... I think we're gonna stick with Fling and Electro, because Electro brings you AoE and a dot, and Fling just brings you very massive single target damage. Although Fling doesn't really seem to fling them anymore. So yeah, there is something really weird about the interact prompt. It fails really commonly in this game. I noticed this last time I played, I noticed it this time as well. I don't know why. Like searching bodies, sometimes this doesn't work as reliably. Okay, they also wanted you to sneak on top of the enemies and stuff like that, but the game is definitely not designed around enforcing stealth, so... I'm not too worried about using it. But yeah, you can definitely play the game very stealthily if you want to, for sure.
Engage subject Alpha!
I wish you could hit him himself, but he does that. I mean, the shotgun's range seems pretty solid.
Time's up, great.
Holy, the sensitivity on ADS though is like crazy though. Oh, a double swing? Yeah, by the way, it's just the game is pretty violent. I do want to mention that you can turn down the violence in the game. So if you intend to just play for gameplay reasons, there definitely is lowered here. This one, you can change this in the main menu. Yeah, you can definitely lower the violence if you are not a fan of it. Yeah, I do think it adds a lot to the visceral feeling of the game, but I'm also like very non-sensitive to it. So yeah, if you're like, oh, I don't know, like it's just too violent for me, you can turn it down, right? Or if you want to play with your kids or something. I mean, kids, like maybe not that young, you know, but it depends on the kid, right? Obviously. I mean, I turned on fine, right? I was playing like all like these games when they were like, I mean, they were visually not as realistic, obviously. But they were still very violent games that I played as a, I guess like 8 or 9-year-old, right? And obviously people react differently to that, so you should look, you know, how your child handles it. And for some it's a no-go, and for others it's perfectly fine. It just really depends. I mean, obviously this level of violence, would I do it if I had a kid? Obviously I would probably wait until at least maybe 12 or something, depending on how they are, right? Or older, depending, but yeah. So, I mean, you don't need to be exposed that early, I think. But for me it was okay, but you know, it's always, you know, risky and not maybe necessary, right? So, Yeah, if I were a parent, I would definitely try to avoid getting my kids too early into these types of games, but I also wouldn't be like, you know, if they're like me, they're fine with it. If they're not, obviously I would have to find out, right? Yeah, it would depend on how they are, obviously. But yeah, if they were like me, it would be fine, but, you know, I wouldn't want to risk it. I would like wait a little bit longer, obviously. And does that make you like feel nothing when you see real violence? I don't think that's true at all. I think like, I mean, at least in my case, like the distinction between this is real and this is like a video game or this is a show is really big, right? There's like a really, really big difference. And I know that because I did, you know, find out as a teenager about that. And ever since I'm aware, right? It's a very big difference to me if it's like a real thing or if this is a fictional thing. So yeah, my brain is very good at making that distinction, but it really depends on you as an individual, right? Some people might not be as good at that distinction naturally. So yeah, I can obviously see if somebody would feel the same way about a game that I feel about real things. That would obviously mean, you know, the lower violence version would be very welcome there. Hey Coffee Ton, I hope you're doing well. Do you need to expose yourself to UV light constantly in this game too? So no, UV light in this game, honestly, I'm just trying to think about, do you have to expose yourself in the other games to UV light? Because as far as I remember, in none of the Dying Light games I played, and I think I played all of them, you needed to expose yourself to UV light. So I don't think it's not necessary so far in this game, but it also, I don't think it was necessary in the older games. So UV light was more a deterrent for the zombies than it is actually a mechanic used on the main character as far as I'm aware. And also, hey Joshua, I hope you're doing well as well. I can't climb anymore. Like I say, it's been a long time since I played the game, unfortunately. So I'm fucking ass at it right now, but bear with me, we're gonna get good again. Yeah, it's my first time playing, by the way. This is my first playthrough, but I took a longer break because of health issues. And yeah, so I'm back now, but I'm obviously still very much learning the controls again. Oh yeah, remember, this pissed me off when we played. You can't look like this and climb, but you have to look like this and climb. And then the camera automatically just resets the entire time to the center, which is just annoying when you're mouse and keyboard, because obviously I don't have an analog stick I can just hold. I have to move my mouse physically every single time. And yeah, it really pissed me off, but it's not a big deal. It's just like a small thing here. Yeah, but so far I really, really like the game. I mean, obviously Dying Light is among my favorite franchises. You know, personally, I know that they're maybe not the most flawless games or whatever, or they don't tell like the best stories or whatever. It doesn't matter, right? I'm having fun playing them. And for me, like ever since Dying Light, it's been super fun. Also, I've been honestly a fan also of Dead Island. I also like that game, but I like it less because I do like the movement and parkour aspect of Dying Light a lot. I think this is basically, for me, this is like the natural evolution where Dead Island should always have gone. And yeah, definitely a big fan of what Techland is doing. Also them having their own engine, you know, also gives them a little bit of like value in a landscape where Unreal Engine 5 is basically everywhere. And maybe with Unreal Engine 6, yeah, Unreal Engine 6 actually, which is coming very soon, we're gonna see the most needed thing, and that's basically games which are easy to run and optimize, right? Because UE5 is notorious for producing very beautiful but very badly running games in different ways, right? Frame pacing, shader compilation stuttering issues, animation stutters. And then it also has a big issue with software lumen and especially lower resolutions. So like we're seeing like a lot of people using upscaling, especially in console where there's no DLSS or FSR 4.0. We're seeing like a lot of like low res upscale games using very primitive software lumen, which leads to very noisy images and boiling and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff, right, which I think is a generational issue, right? I think next gen is going to have this issue much less, and I also hope that Unreal Engine optimizes itself better, so... fine. Yeah, I also hope it optimizes itself better, so devs can actually produce games that run better more consistently. Yeah, because you know a lot of people are shitting on Unreal Engine, but you have to be realistic, right? It has a lot of really cool stuff in it. It's just like the stuff is not that ready for current gen, right? Like Nanite, Lumen, all those things are theoretically good, but their implementation is still a bit early and unoptimized. But the idea behind it is fantastic, right? So I think there's a lot of good stuff there, but it's just like in the weird spot where it's barely running on current gen systems in a okay way, and devs are really, really likely to just misuse the engine in a way that makes games run like complete dog shit, right? And yeah, so it is both of... why is it so important though that Unreal fixes it? Because you could say, yeah, it's the devs. It is the devs, obviously, right? They're also part of the issue. But it's also way too easy to misuse the engine. So I think it should be easier to use if it wants to be industry standard. Right? It has to easily produce a game that runs well, and if it doesn't, it should be easy to know why and how to fix it. And I think that is not good right now, right? They're implementing a lot of visual fluff, but they're not implementing a lot of like optimization fluff, which I think, which is where I hope Unreal Engine 6 will shine. Yeah, and the sad part is next gen is very unlikely to use NVIDIA GPUs again. So beyond Nintendo, which is using a very weak version of DLSS for the Nintendo Switch 2, we're going to be seeing a lot of like unfortunate, I'm saying quote unquote unfortunate AMD models being used in next gen. But the reason why this is not that bad is because obviously right now DLSS 4.5 is way better than FSR 4. But the thing is, you have to expect until next-gen consoles come out, probably AMD will have some transformer or whatever style model, which is going to run on the console and look at DLSS 4.5. Yeah, sure, we're going to be already at DLSS 6 or some shit, which is going to look even better. But at least it's going to have like this, right? This is so good that I would say if this is the standard for next-gen, I'm fine with it, right? We don't need the cutting-edge, super high-end NVIDIA shit back then. But right now we do need it, right? Obviously, it's still way better. And the problem is we didn't get like, AMD didn't get like the time and skills they needed for current gen to have a version of real machine learn based upscaling, right? This is the problem. We're seeing like hardware which was never designed for it, which can't run it, right? It's unfortunately not able to run it without a significant performance impact. So we're seeing like a generation of really shit FSR 3 upscaling. And if you say, wow, what's so bad about FSR 3? FSR 3 is not a machine learning based solution. It is actually, back then when it came out, I called out AMD for deceiving their audience by naming their product the same way DLSS is named. But up until version 3.0, it was 4.0, it was not even machine learning based algorithm, right? So yeah, I really don't like the manipulation they were there. They were also like saying shit like only real rendered pixel are more beautiful, blah blah blah, because they were just like lying right to your face as a customer. And yeah, that was a really unfortunate time. And to this day, obviously, if you're on console, you're gonna get really bad TAA and FSR solutions. And this is just a product of its time, right? Next gen's not gonna have this issue for sure. So I'm really positive about that aspect. And I guess like the PlayStation 5 Pro with PSSR, which is also machine learning based upscale, which is worse than DLSS but better than FSR 3.0. It's there, it's on console, it's a proof of concept, but the real question we're all asking, I guess, is how much is that console gonna cost? Holy tanky guy. Yeah, that's like the question I'm asking myself because I'm fucking gonna die here. Well, he hit me even though it was a full sprint. Yeah, so why am I not aiming when I'm doing ADS? It's because of the sensitivity. You have to imagine I need to move like this. This is my entire mouse pad, and I have a really big mouse pad. So it's like mega slow compared to my normal sensitivity, which is already not that high. Yeah, this is a lesson I think a lot of devs still need to learn. It's called one-to-one sensitivity. It's basically when you zoom in, your field of view changes and you change the sensitivity. So the distance of your dot to the edge of the screen is the same with the same movement. So it feels the same, even though it's a lower sensitivity because you zoom in, right? It feels exactly the same. But this game, I'm so fucking dead. Can't move. Okay. Yeah, so this game does not have this, which makes it very, very hard to... how do I open the menu here? Because we need to change our weapon here. We don't have any ammo for this one, so let's take this one maybe. Do we have ammo? Yeah. Yeah, one day all devs are gonna learn this, and it's not gonna feel like shit to aim with mouse and keyboard in a lot of games. So my inventory is full. Okay, I did change the inventory key, so I have to... I'm pressing the wrong button the entire time. Pretty unfortunate. Where are my weapons, though? Oh, can I... Oh, wait. Do we have like a list of weapons? Oh, over here, okay. Because we don't need this shit here, right? We can just dismantle it. Still have level 7. This one was pretty shit, unfortunately. Yeah, there's also a new image generation model, which looks pretty interesting, because it basically exposes, I think, a layer I think is implicitly used in a lot of image generators, but by the prompting itself, right? Like, it uses bounding boxes so you can tell the image where you want to have which object or text, and then produces a cohesive image out of this information. And it works really, really, really well. It's super impressive. And I do suspect this is already how the models operate internally. A lot of modern ones like Nano Banana and stuff like that, or the new GPT image. And I just wonder if, like, if you want to leave it exposed optionally, right? That you have like a generation model that can just like do it for you, all those boxes, and just create the image by a description. And also leave the artist the option to actually draw the boxes themselves, because it gives you so much control. Like, it's super impressive. It's called like I'm so bad with names. Like, it's just if you look it up, right? Bounding box image AI image generator, you're gonna find it, and it looks very, very impressive. That's... I'm gonna fucking die here because I thought I had a melee weapon out. Yeah, it's really cool because this basically gives you full control over where you want to have the objects, and it just allows you to really design stuff. You can do manga panels, it's like, you know, you can just like generate an entire page with text layouts and everything. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised in the future you see a lot of like mangas that are actually AI generated, but in a very like deliberate, stylistically, you know, like maybe personalized fashion. Because you might say, oh, then everything looks the same. That's not true, right? You can like fine-tune a model on your art style, and then it just generates your art, like you would draw it, but you don't draw it anymore, right? But it's still your art, and it's also your panels and your style and everything. But it's just like, you know, it just basically does the job for you. And I think this is, you know, a lot of people are going to be, but it's still not human-made. It's true, but it's, you know, it's going to be so much faster and efficient that I don't think it's going to be something you can stop from happening. Yeah, I think a lot of artists will see, oh wait, it actually can draw like me. Why don't let it draw, right?
A shit ton of his troops, but no sign of the Baron. Sheriff, you copy?
Yep. And I'm sorry, Kyle, but I need to protect my people.
Fuck.
Kyle. I have to admire your fortitude. You just don't give up. I hope you enjoyed your brief taste of freedom. Let's call it a field test, shall we?
Are you gonna tell me why you turned me into a lab rat? Why you tortured me for all those years?
I'm building the future, Kyle. But your role in that grand experiment has come to an end.
Fucking lunatic.
True genius is often mistaken for insanity by those of inferior intelligence.
So now you found someone new to torture.
He is the perfect subject, Kyle. He is the future, and you, I'm afraid, are the past.
Future, huh?
Hold your fire, idiots! I need him alive!
Yo, wish I could climb like that. I thought I was the beast.
But you, Crane, I need dead.
Fuck me. Gotta get the fuck out of here.
It looks like a pretty nice place. Maybe I should stop scanning. I think scanning causes me to have like this too good to loot syndrome where I just want to hear everything, but if I don't scan I can just ignore it maybe. I don't know. The dynamic crouching is such a cool mechanic. I think there's also a new shooter coming which uses a dynamic cover system. And you might say, what's new about that? Not a lot, because obviously I just mentioned that it's a cool mechanic that's been used in a lot of games. But I think what's going to change is you're going to have like AI-based animation systems which can dynamically take cover appropriately based on the cover. Because right now you can only do cover height X, character goes to height whatever. But then you can really do animations which match whatever you want to see and stuff like that. Oh, what the fuck? Those are virals. What the fuck? I'm fucking cooked. What the fuck? Wait. Okay, we need to sneak here. I said we're not going to sneak a lot, but when they're virals, I don't think we have a choice.
Gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, virals are going to be impossible to avoid otherwise. Because later we're going to be able to kill them, I think. But if it's like Dying Light 2, but or 1. But right now we're still way too weak to kill them. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we can already kill him. Yeah, right. Isn't there also like a new game coming out very soon that's like also pretty cool? And I really struggle to remember Can they see my flashlight?
Oh no.
Where do I need to go? Oh, I think we're fucked. Maybe not, actually. I don't know how their vision works.
Sheriff, do you copy? Do you hear me?
Oh my god. You're alive.
Yeah, and I'm coming for you.
I'm sorry, Kyle, but I had no choice. It was either that or...
Did he or did she hang up on him? I hang up on him. That's a nice house.
Olivia, are you there?
Kyle, finally. I've been trying to reach you. What happened?
The sheriff led me into a trap. She's working with the Baron.
Oh my god.
I'm heading to the town hall now to confront her.
Are you okay?
No. You were right. I wasn't ready. I need to find those other chimeras.
Okay. I'll pour over the research and see if I can find the rest.
I think the switch placement is fucking stupid. Like, it took me so long to figure out that there's even a switch in this building. I think it should have been somewhere like here where you see it right away, but not on the backside. Confront the sheriff. There's no way we're killing the sheriff. There's just a 0% chance. How do we fast travel in the game anyway? It's such a shame when a game doesn't use WSD to move the map. You have to drag it like it's like the fucking 90s. Like, is this just blocked from fast travel, or how does fast traveling work? Oh wait, you can only fast travel in the game when you're at a fast travel station, I think, right? I don't think I can just like literally go anywhere I want right now. Yeah. That's why they put a car here as well. Is there a way to make the voices louder and the rest? The game is already so low. Yeah, it's a real problem, right? If this slider didn't start at 100 and you can just like increase one slider, but if I decrease everything, it's going to be super quiet. I like how when you start the car, you can't move the steering wheel. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the arrows for navigation. And the HDR looks like not the real HDR, right? Not the monitor HDR, but the in-game HDR. That makes everything so bright when you drive. Looks like fucking shit. But we could also change to third person, right? But it's just less immersive, so... I mean, can you actually change to third person? Right, there's a check watch button. The problem is, I remember, problem is, thank you, Tambi Gaming, for the follow. And it always says I have unsafe things. I think we turn on the controls, right? Yeah, that's cool. You can toggle this. This is sick. Okay, wait, there's a button to toggle them. Yeah, so I think you can drive it in third person, which I think looks better because the HDR just works better when you're not like looking through a window. But it also is significantly less immersive. Because, look, this looks really normal, right, lighting-wise, but as soon as I go into this mode, it just completely overblows, like, you see here the light, right, under the bridge, you can see it's, like, super bright there. And if I go, like, here, it looks normal, right? Is there pretty bright? I mean, maybe it's still pretty bright. I don't even know. Maybe it's just, maybe if you're in the car or something, it's just gonna change it. Yeah, let's just go first person. Yeah, driving feels really good, like especially after playing so much Neverness to Everness, which has really horrible driving, which is kind of weird. Now they have a Porsche collab and driving the game feels like shit. And you might be wondering what about driving in the game feels like shit. There's, I think there's one thing that actually causes it the most. It's not even about like, how do I get out? It's not even about the physics. It's actually about the control. Whoops, I didn't want to shoot here. Well, now we're gonna have like a bazillion enemies. So what is the problem in Neverness to Everness? So when you drive a car with an analog stick, what I expect is that the analog movement of the stick is how much you... When I tilt the stick, this is how much I want to move my wheels, right? The angle of the stick basically correlates to a wheel angle, basically. But the funny thing is, in Neverness to Everness, how it works is it doesn't move actually the wheels in an analog way, like with the stick, but it actually, as soon as you press the button, you tilt the stick, no matter how much you tilt it, what it does, it continuously moves the wheel in that direction. So if I was the wheel, right, like, and I hold the button, I would expect it, if I hold it a little bit, the wheel goes here, I hold it a little bit more, it goes here, right? Like, it's just like a wheel in real life, right? The more you turn it, the more the angle changes, right? Like this, right? But what it does is actually does this, right? If you start holding it, it always automatically starts going to the right. And this is so fucking stupid because that way you have no control in, like, if you want to take it like, you know, like you want to go into, you know, if there's like a curve or something, you want to go like this, right? You can't really do it because you can just guess and like tap like this, so you hope you go in a circle. It's so fucking bad. Yeah, like, and I wonder if this is just a byproduct of being a mobile game and they don't have real analog stick there. Maybe they do actually, and then it doesn't make any sense. No, they would have an analog stick, right? A virtual one, but they would still have one. Yeah, so it doesn't make any sense. This is, I think, is the primary suspect for the vehicle's controls feeling bad. And then again, the physics simulation is very bare bones, and every car, I mean, they do feel different, but since the controls are so bad, it's kind of hard to appreciate it. But yeah, in this game, obviously, driving feels way better than in Neverness to Everness. It actually feels like driving a car. It's not Mud Runner or Snow Runner or anything, but yeah. And hey, watch my jokes! Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Long time no see, but that's because of me, because I didn't stream because of health issues. But oh, really was fantastic. I mean, the real question we're asking here is, do we want to have obese people so when the zombie apocalypse comes, they can barely move, or do we want to have, but they're tanky? Or do you want to have slim zombies, which are like easier to kill but faster? Yeah, I really hope that Ozempic and other drugs will be able to quote-unquote cure obesity, because if they could, that would be a massive win for the health system. Yeah, so if they're really as good as they seem, we might soon have a world where overweight is, for a lot of people at least, it's going to be a thing of the past. You might be wondering why, what changed? Because we have those drugs already since like I think early 2000s. What changed is that now we have... What the fuck, where is there a guy in here? Yeah, what changed is basically, first of all, they discovered that it also works for weight loss, not only for insulin, diabetes-related stuff. And they also are going to have patents which are running out, which is going to make it so much cheaper and affordable, which is why it's going to be really, you know, like interesting for a lot of people and healthcare systems. Yeah, so it's going to change a lot. I think the next 10 years we're going to see a lot of like new use cases, hopefully a lot of new studies as well, like about health side effects and stuff like that, right? It's super fun. Do I feel better now? Mostly yes, but sometimes still no. So it was a stomach issue this time and got actually pretty bad to the degree where I couldn't even eat anything. And now it is seemingly better, but I wouldn't say it's 100% better, but it's significantly better than it was. But I still have a colonoscopy, can't even pronounce that word properly, in the, I think in 2 weeks, roughly. And then hopefully, if there is still something there, they will find the cause, yeah. And as a result, I also lost quite a lot of weight, and yeah, I hope, I mean, weight loss is always, right, that's always the question, is it just nutrition, or is there like more behind it? Which is usually would be in the direction of cancer. But since I can hold my weight when I eat enough, that's probably unlikely. It was just like, it was really hard for me to eat enough for a while, so yeah, so hopefully there's nothing too serious, but there is probably something still there, right? It's not 100% better. Yeah, the question though is like, what is it basically? Yeah, also for the first time since a week, I think roughly a week, a bit more I guess by now, I've been on no meds at all, also no blood coagulation reduction meds anymore, and yeah, so hopefully no new embolism. So yeah, it's like the first time on no meds for a while. Hope that stays like that for a while. I think we should not use this for normal enemies, to be honest. Yeah, and also I haven't been working out ever since, because honestly I'm not sure if working out actually makes it worse. I'll find out soon, because I'm gonna try to work out again, very slowly though, but yeah, I'll see. If working out actually makes it very bad, there might be a correlation there, but yeah, I'll know in a while. And the, you know, the exam itself, you know, at my age, not, I mean, it sounds like I'm super old, but yeah, at my age, it starts to make sense to do it every now and then anyway, right? So having it done is basically, you know, it's a routine checkup exam if you're older. So in that way, it's nothing serious to do the exam, and you know, it's just gonna give a little bit more insight, and also, you know, like peace of mind to know there's nothing wrong there. Hopefully. Yeah, but obviously something is wrong, right? But it's not like, it's getting better, so it can't be too serious. Yeah, if something really serious, it usually doesn't get better. It just gets worse over time. Yeah, so yeah, obviously right now I'm feeling okay, right? That's why I'm considering doing sport again. Yeah, so if you're ill, obviously you should not be doing sport, right? That's why I took a long break the last weeks, a month, I guess even month or so. I don't even know how long I've took a break, but I really took a long break. Make sure I'm better before I work out again. Yeah, so right now I'm just hoping that, you know, it doesn't like cause a sort of relapse or something, but there would be still good data, right? I want to get the data in before I actually you know, get the exam done, so you know, like I have a little bit more context.
Where is she, Jacob?
Who?
The sheriff.
She came running in, grabbed a bunch of her stuff, and took off like she was on fire. She's not answering her radio. What is going on?
She knew I was coming for her.
What are you talking about?
So you didn't know?
No what?
She led me into a trap, Jacob. She made a deal with the Baron.
What?
Said she did it to protect her people. The Baron was waiting to ambush me and she was right there with him. So you didn't know?
No!
Well, you're in charge here now, so I'm giving you fair warning. She is going to pay for what she did to me.
The sheriff was our rock. She's the one who kept us together. There has to be a reason.
Forget about her. She is done. You need to run this place on your own now.
Jesus.
And the plan stays the same.
What plan?
The plan to take out the Baron.
I'm no soldier. The sheriff handled security. You know that.
Then I need you to give me whatever you have on him. Whatever intel you guys have gathered.
We don't have anything on him. But I might know some people who do.
Who?
A group of exiles forced out by the sheriff. She never wanted us to speak of them or contact them. But I always kept a connection open. I couldn't just abandon them.
Who are they?
They are the infected ones. Some were fugitives from the Baron's lab that the sheriff wouldn't let in.
Where'd they go?
They banded together to form a community high in the mountains. They are all infected. But they've halted their progression with an infusion made from a rare strain of mushrooms. I never wanted to push them out. But if we wanted the sheriff's protection,
Reach out to them.
I'll make contact and let you know.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way we're killing the shark. I feel like he's being very dramatic about revenge, blah, blah, blah. But obviously she probably had really good reasons there. And yeah, rationally, I don't think we need to worry too much about him killing her. New story quest. Yeah, also been playing a little bit of Overwatch again with Daniel, a friend of mine, and yeah, solo, I don't know why I get like 10 minutes plus queues, so it's like unplayable, but when I play with him I get like 10 seconds to 1 minute queues, so I'm like, you know.
Sign of the sheriff at the town hall. Looks like she ran.
So she really was working for the Baron.
She claims she did it to protect her people, but I don't buy it. Right now, I just need to get stronger. Can you find me more chimeras?
I'm already on it. I'll get back to you as soon as I locate one.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the shop here. Yeah, so basically, what I noticed in Overwatch 2 is there's a lot of like...
Doug. And now they're after me. This whole thing's gotten a little too fucking personal. Tell me what you know.
Okay. A couple weeks back, there were these guys, bandits. They were starving, they had equipment we needed, so we tried to make a deal, but it got ugly.
Body count?
High. Some we captured. Then we voted whether to let them out, or not.
And now they're looking for a little revenge.
Uh-huh. Kyle, we'll set up an ambush. I'll keep you posted.
Got it.
Yeah, so basically what I noticed in Overwatch 2 is that there's a lot of bullshit. What do I mean by that? There's a lot of like characters which are stupid in a way that they just make plays irrelevant. Like for example, you have Kiriko, which can just dash in and protect you. You have the other guy, which is worse, Lifeweaver, I think, which can just pull you out if you're in a horrible position. You have Jetpack Cat, which can put you in absurd positions but also get you out. And it's like they just like have a lot of characters which are just like, hey, something is going very wrong, press this button to make it good again. And it's basically a mercy res, but not in a way that it is like slow and after the fact, but it's like immediate. And I'm not sure I like that a lot, right? It mostly concerns actually, I think, supports, because yeah, they give a lot of newer supports basically the ability just like to get dumb teammates out of the dumb situations. And yeah, it kind of feels bad if you're making a good play as DPS, putting yourself in danger, and then just like a person presses a button and it's irrelevant. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like this design philosophy, basically, which is like, you know, like remove skillful actions by just giving you a button to avoid them. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, this is the one thing I don't like, I think, about the new characters in the game. That there are a lot of like brain dead characters which just like can just get in and out like it's nothing, right? There's no risk attached to it. There's no skillfulness. It's just like, yeah. I mean, obviously you still have to be better. You can be better or worse at using the ability, but it's still a type of ability I don't think really makes the game more enjoyable to me personally. Yeah, which is a shame, because I think if they didn't have that many, I think honestly it's a pretty fun game still. I mean, obviously there's reason to play it a lot, right? But yeah, just coming back to it, I kind of feel like the new characters, I'm always asking the question, right? If you add a new character to the game, it's not about what abilities does it bring to the game, what playstyles, new blah blah blah. That's all fluff, right? There's one question I think is you should be able to answer as a dev. Is this new character gonna make your game more fun for the average player? Yes or no? And I think with some characters, the answer is no for me. So the addition of the characters actually hurts the game more than it makes it better. And I think they don't really think enough along those lines at Blizzard, right? They don't really think about, you know, is this really worth adding? Yes or no? Because more is not always better, right? A lot of people just look at, oh, how many new champions are we getting? But the reality is, how many of those new champions are actually more fun and make the game more fun in general, right? I'd rather have no new champion than a new champion that is worse for the game, right? It's like when they added Brigitte to the game. Yeah, she's new, she has new mechanics, but did she make the game more fun, or did she enable goats meta, right? So if you don't think like that as a dev, I think you're doing a really piss poor job. And I think Blizzard, unfortunately, seems to be slightly on the side of fucking up this philosophy more and more the longer the game is running. Yeah, and then you can say, oh, just rebalance, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure, you can rebalance and redesign, but there's still a moment in time where maybe even people are getting used to these abilities and think they're like expected abilities. And I don't think this is actually how you should approach a game, right? Just because people get used to bullshit, it doesn't mean it's not bullshit. And yeah, welcome back, Watch My Jokes. Hope the call went well. Yeah, we also always want to buy, when you're trading with this guy, we want to buy his... Yeah, don't mind buying ammo. How much does it cost, actually? It's pretty cheap. We want to buy his resources. And this is still... I truly hate devs on PC for this. Like, let me fucking sell everything with one button. I mean, not valuables, right? This is great that they have this. I mean, just let me click them and sell them instantly, right? Like click, 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 or at least let me maybe even hover over sell. I don't know. Just like make it faster, right? But why do I want to hold a button for 1 second for this, right? This is painful, right? This is painful. Like I'm on a PC, even on console, I don't get it, right? But on PC, I get it even less. Like hold to interact. Like imagine you're in Windows, right? Do I have to hold the left mouse button for every fucking click? No, because it's fucking stupid, right? So why can't I have that in video games? Where I'm literally doing real-time inputs the entire fucking time. But in the menu, God forbid. God forbid if I have to do it. And I think we already have the... do we have, like, this by the way doesn't affect it. Do we have a speed to reduce the... is there like a way to make it faster? I don't think so, right? I don't think there's a way to... Yeah. Really unfortunate, really unfortunate. This is unnecessary, right? I wonder if the games, when they play the game and they want to sell shit, they're not like, oh, this is shit, right? But then they're like big games like Destiny, No Man's Sky that come out, like, I mean, rest in peace, Destiny, I guess. But at least at launch, they had like so many weird input issues where you're like, there's no way anybody tested this, right? Or played it. But then you have like games like this, which are finished and out for a while, and they have been patched and balanced and blah, blah, blah. And we're still not seeing... How far away is it actually? Like, why does he not tell me how far away it is? Oh, it's pretty far away. So we could have maybe fast traveled over here. Let's try that. Yeah, so basically I really don't like that because at least make it optional, right? I don't think there's any pro to it, right? For me, this is just an objective con, because if you can't expect the player not to hold a button to interact with the menu, how is he supposed to play your game in the first place, right? I mean, as an accessibility option, maybe, sure, right? But as a default design decision, I don't really understand the thought process behind it. Wisdom teeth. They're called the wisdom teeth. So yeah, it's actually the same name as in Germany, your wisdom teeth. Wait, is that how they're called? Wait, before I tell you the wrong word, let me look it up. Because let me look it up myself. Yeah, no, it's the wisdom teeth. It's the same words, just like differently. Okay, and you're gonna get them removed probably, right? Like that's usually what it's about. Yeah, I also got mine removed when I was like 16, and then that's when World of Warcraft came out, and basically instead of taking pain meds, I decided... I didn't take a single painkiller right afterwards. Back then I was like, I mean, I'm still actually, right? I still usually don't take meds unless I really feel shitty, which unfortunately makes the last year kind of like meaningful because I started taking meds because I felt really shitty more often than not. So yeah, I really had to take them. But back then, you know, like I didn't take any meds ever because, you know, it wasn't anything serious back then. And what's funny is I decided to start playing World of Warcraft instead, right? I was like, oh, you know what? I don't have painkillers, so I'm just gonna play World of Warcraft.
What's up, Jacob?
I reached out to the exiles, and one of them will contact you soon.
Yeah, what's funny about it, though, is the fact that I initially didn't want to play World of Warcraft, right? I was really interested by the game and everything, but for whatever reason, when something's super hyped, I was not as interested in it anymore. I don't know why. I was just like, for me, it was like, well, whatever, right? I don't 100% need to play it or anything.
What the hell?
Don't be frightened. I'm not your enemy. I'm a telepath. Jacob asked me to reach out.
No. The last time someone talked to me telepathically, it did not go well. Use the damn radio.
The radio isn't safe.
And this is freaky as fuck.
Meet me at Pembroke Farm. I'll explain everything.
Yeah, but basically I started playing World of Warcraft instead, and if I didn't get my wisdom teeth removed back then, I wouldn't have started, and I probably played it for thousands of hours, so you might say if there was a good or bad thing. I don't think it was a bad thing, honestly. I enjoyed it a lot, so yeah, in retrospective, I think it was a good choice, but back then sometimes I did question if investing that much time into it was... So what the fuck? And there's no way I'm gonna beat those guys, what the fuck? Will we make it the safe zone? Go sleep maybe here. Yeah, so the choice was it was basically my wisdom teeth which lowered my guard.
Setting up an ambush.
Wait, but we got into a firefight and my guys need help.
You should have called me in sooner.
Kyle, please.
New side quest. I mean, I don't mind side quests to be honest, but how far away is that? Wait, that's way too fucking far away. Yeah, we're gonna do side quests every now and then because I do think they're pretty nice in Dying Light, but right now I'm just going with the flow. And yeah, you're right, my weapon's about to break, but it doesn't really matter too much in this game because you can just repair it from the Hot Wheel, so it's gonna be... Hot Wheel, yeah, from the weapons swap wheel. Yeah, this game probably looks absolutely miserable on stream because of the vegetation. Like, this is probably one of the most bitrate killing games ever. So the rain effect in the game, I think, is there's something about it I don't really like. It's a bit too blurry. I mean, this is not, by the way, post-processing causing it. You can see right here that like it does tend to look a little bit too watery in the air. Yeah, it's kind of hard to describe, but yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of how they did make the rain work in this game. Yeah. It's kind of weird though, like rain is such a weird effect to do good in video games. Some of them are really amazing, some of them look like the GTA remaster. Yeah, and this one can look pretty nice, but there are a lot of scenarios where I think it's like... it's just not that pretty. Yeah, so I assume the game really kills the bitrate so hard.
Carl, the Baron's men are here. Hurry!
Baron's men. This is a new area, so it's like a small village or something. It's pretty cool. Go inside the building here. You can get up then. Nice. I don't like the auto swap when the weapon's broken. Can I turn that off? That's so fucking annoying. No, I don't think so. Yeah, this is not what we need there, unfortunately. Because him picking it, like, taking out the bow is so stupid. If we would pick out the other melee weapon or something, that would be pretty nice. We don't have one right now, but... Can't wait to have the HP regen in the future. We can just like face tank everything even more. Yeah, I also don't like when this rainwater is blurring your screen, because in the real world it doesn't blur your screen, right? This is like physical drops flying down, right? It's not like it doesn't have like any blurriness to it. There's not enough water in the air to cause like the watery effect, like looking through a glass of water or something, right? So yeah, it's kind of, yeah, I don't know, a bit unfortunate when they do that. Especially since I do like rain effects a lot, right? Rain is really, really... Oh my god, I'm so blind. Actually, I didn't find any of those. See, I'm holding E. See, I'm holding E, but why? And then I let go of E. Do you see that? There is a bug there. I was holding E the entire time, but he didn't do it. And then I let go of the button, and he started doing it and stopped instantly. Huh? Yeah, there is a bug with the interact button, and I do wonder if that's because I'm on a Hall effect keyboard and my inputs are very fast, right? Like from an input lag perspective, and the game engine maybe doesn't register them correctly. But that's still an engine issue, right? Because obviously the buttons work flawlessly because it tested them in like hundreds of hours in other games too. So There's no issue with the buttons. Which is still, right, this is a Hall effect keyboard. How would they even break, right? The mechanical switch would have to be broken, but I would feel that, right? That it's obviously something, the physical motion must be broken. The detector is quote-unquote flawless from a human failure perspective. I'm going to play the remake of Gothic or the Assassin's Creed Black Flag game. So the remake of Gothic, I already mentioned that I'm very interested in it. A friend of mine is currently playing it. He said it's jank, but he also seems to be enjoying it. And one of his main... Oh my god, there's a ghost in this table. Look at earthquake. Very rare physics glitch. Honestly, the game has so many physics-based objects, like this table, for example, obviously is physics-based, right? But it usually is so stable that you can't even tell. A really good engine, I really like it. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking about it, because I already mentioned it. I really liked Gothic when I picked it up randomly in the store and played it as a kid on PC. My PC was really bad back then, so it ran like shit, and I think was also pretty demanding for its time. But, it was one of my... Gothic 2 definitely was one of my favorite games of all time back then. I haven't played it ever since, so today I might think differently about it. But I wonder if it would be a game where waiting a little bit longer for a couple of patches would be better, a little bit like Stalker, right? We still haven't played that. But yeah, it's one of those games, and the 007 game from the Hitman devs. Those are two games I would have probably already streamed by now, I think, if I didn't take the break. With the break, though, it kind of depends on what games are going to be out when I'm done with this game, right? Because then there might be a game that I might push forward or not. But the 007 games doesn't seem to be too long, which is good, because that means I can potentially just, like, you know, stream it a couple of times and be done with it. But the Gothic game would be a very long and substantial game, I think. As far as I remember, because the game was not that short. So the question is, will I have the time or not?
Thanks to you, I'm still here. Take this.
What a beautiful building. So this is called, in Germany, it's called a Fachwerkhaus. And I think it's okay to call it that because it's actually, I think, something that originates from at least Europe. I don't know what it's called in English, actually. And those are like really fucking ass if you want to renovate them, because I've been obviously looking into renovation right now a lot. And yeah, also these like are a nightmare, and they can even be like protected under what is called like what is it even called? Monument protection? I don't even know what it's called, like Denkmalschutz is in German. Like, it's just a protection of older buildings. And what's funny about it is that they don't care that you maintain it, right? It can literally just go to shit and crumble to dust. They don't care about that at all, but they care if you modify it. So it's really stupid, right? If you want to renovate it and make it, you know, a bit more modern and everything, then it's really, really hard sometimes. But if you don't want to do anything and it just breaks and disappears over time, they're fine with it. It's so weird, right? You would think it's about maintaining it and, you know, like retaining it for the future, but no, not at all. It's just like preventing you from actually making changes to it. So yeah, whenever you buy a house, make sure it's not one of those. That's protected at least, right? And even if it's not protected, the materials, there's a lot of wood in this, right? And especially since the currently the recent geopolitical situations have caused this like to rise in price significantly. So there might be very costly renovation coming towards you if you buy these. So yeah, be wary of buying weird quote-unquote older houses. Yeah, I'm really fortunate that the house we're going to move to is very, very modern in its core layout. So there's not a lot of weird shit in it, right? So it's like very usable and quote-unquote low-cost renovation. And yeah, we got really lucky there that it's in such a good shape. Yeah, and especially, you know, right, we have neighbors there that are living in the house that now belongs to my brother for rent. They've been renting it for 50 years. I've talked to them a little bit, and they're so happy about where they are, right? They just like, you can tell they just liked it, right? A lot. So, and they're also like people that can obviously could afford to move somewhere else or something. They all have good jobs. I think the guys who lived in the house I'm moving to were doctors, and you know they have earned a lot of money, so they just liked it, right? And the reason I think they moved is because they just had like some job opportunities somewhere else, and they just had to move. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, it seems to be a nice place, right? Like hearing from people who lived there for 50 years. Saying like it's, you know, like they like it a lot, it's good, right? Because that means like and they're also nice people, right? Obviously, if there were people that, you know, I don't think I could relate to, it would be okay, whatever, I don't care if they like it here, right? Because I'm always pretty sure people can like it everywhere. But yeah, this is like talking to them was like really nice, because it just gave me a little bit of like, you know, extra, you know, confidence that this is a nice place, and you know, the neighborhood seems nice. It's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously going from one of the shittiest neighborhoods in Germany to, I mean, crime rate I think here is one of the highest in the country. So yeah, going from this quote unquote shithole to that place is gonna be obviously an upgrade regardless, right? But going to one of the more beautiful places is obviously a really big upgrade, regardless of where we would have been coming from. What are we doing up here? What the fuck is going on? Yeah, so long story short, I'm definitely looking forward to moving. Yeah, what I also noticed today, this morning, my girlfriend asked me if I can voice like Bennett from Genshin Impact for her cosplay skit for an upcoming competition. And what's funny is, you know, the older you get and the less often you do something, the more self-aware you are, right? You're just like timid. I don't know why, like I didn't have that at all when I was younger, but I'm just like a bit more shy when it comes to doing weird voices and... Yeah, the Weichenschnitt, yeah. I think it started like... Yeah, no, I think also I started like after 18. This is such a beautiful building though. Yeah, and that's also why a lot of people buy these, right? They look at it, oh, it looks so cool and everything, but they don't see is the probably years of work that's required to get this into up to modern standards. Yeah, there's a really cool channel, which is really funny because the channel only exists, right? The person bought such a house because he was a really big romantic fan of these, right? He had no idea what he was doing. And then he just started blogging to himself and was like, hey, why don't I make a YouTube channel? Look at the beautiful vegetation too. But yeah, we also have beautiful roses in the garden, like also white and red ones, which we're gonna have to remove because, yeah, in general, the house is really dangerous for me, the garden part, because there's a lot of bees, right? It's beautiful nature and everything, but the bees are really, really dangerous for me. Like, yeah, because I think I should still be allergic to them. I'm gonna test it though, because I don't want to know how allergic I am currently. Noch mit Allergietest, das macht man manchmal. Yeah. Yeah, so you can test, like, do an allergic reaction test at a doctor's office to see if it has changed. Because it is kind of relevant though, because, yeah, there's so many bees there that the likelihood of getting stung there is higher than it probably has ever been. So, yeah, we're gonna have to at least remove flowers from the lawn, and I can't go barefoot anyway. Yeah, the one thing that changed for me, right? A lot of people say touch grass, and usually touch grass with your feet. But the thing is, I can't. Ever since that that day where I stepped in the bee, there was not a single day I was barefoot on grass because it's way too risky for me. Just like one bee chilling on the grass, right, and me stepping on it, and yeah, it could be really bad. So yeah, that's the number one risk factor over there. Is like definitely the bees. Yeah, it's nice to have bees, right? Don't get me wrong, I like bees, but unfortunately, they're my nemesis. So. Yeah, but I'm still really thankful that my mother, you know, she watched like what's it called, like what is it called, like the Germany's Next Superstar, whatever this the music talent show, whatever it's called, like the singing talent show. I don't know what do you call it, like the just like voice talent show, whatever you want to call it. And basically there was a guy there who won. He also was called Alexander, funny enough. and he had a bee allergy, and he told the story that he didn't have to go to the military because of it. And my mother saw that, and she, you know, she was like, hey, wait, I also have this allergy. And then I basically got like, what the fuck? I basically didn't have to go and get drafted for the military. Like the, what is it called? Like the military service, right? I didn't have to do my military service as a result. Yeah, which is, you know, for me it was nice, right? I mean, obviously back then there was no current war, so it was not very risky or anything, but yeah, still was a cool discovery of first there. Today you would just ask ChatGPT, how do I not get drafted? And then ChatGPT would be like, if you're in Russia, get fucked, but yeah, I mean, we still got one at least.
Is it over?
Yes, the area's clear.
What? The area is clear? What do you mean?
Stay there.
He almost dies and says the area is clear. Doing voices for her, a bit like voice, quote unquote, voicing her voice lines, right? A little bit of quote unquote voice acting. And not in a way, not like what is it called, like dirty talk or something like that. And hey, Vitorizo, sorry I didn't see you write hi because you have a right name and my brain doesn't care about the names, just about the color, which makes YouTube chat even worse because it doesn't have colors associated with it. This is really, really hard for me to see when different people are talking. Is it just like, you know, my eye just looks at the chat and looks at the color and length of the name, and if it's like just a little bit the same, my brain's like, oh, nobody wrote, new, quote unquote, new wrote. And yeah, you have to do it at a, I mean, not a hospital, but you probably can do it at a hospital, but it's like usually like dedicated clinics which do it. Yeah, or also like, it depends on what type of allergy I think it is. It's also pretty usual to do it at a HNO, like the, you know, like nose and throat guy. What is it called? I forgot the name. I mean, I don't really remember a lot of like English names for specific doctors, so I would have to look those up. But looks so pretty, man. Yeah, so there you can also do a lot of allergic tests, especially when it comes to like pollen allergy and stuff like that. The seasonal allergies. I mean, I'm just sightseeing in the game and chilling, to be honest. Pretty relaxed. Yeah, we need to loot this shit because we do need a lot of like weird crafting materials, and for whatever reason, there's, what was it, like the, it was like pigments or something where we almost had none of them the entire fucking time, and every time I wanted to upgrade my weapon, we were lacking so many of them. Okay, talk to the telepathic stranger, sure.
Thank you, Kyle. My name is Sven. I'm the one who guided you here. As you're infected, we can connect through our shared consciousness.
You don't believe it or not, Sven, you aren't the first telepathic infected I've had in my head.
Interesting. According to Jacob, you have other gifts, too.
Or curses, depending on your point of view.
Jacob said you needed our help.
What can you tell me about the Baron?
Quite a bit. We've been spying on him and his people for years. I'm glad to tell you everything we know, but right now, I must find 2 of my team who are missing.
You can't communicate with them telepathically?
If I could, I wouldn't be so worried about them. But when I reach out, there's nothing.
Think the Baron has them?
I don't know. But I'm sure they're in danger.
Okay. Where were they last seen?
Are you offering to help me find them?
Well, that'll be my good deed for the day.
Last time I heard from them, they were at one of our abandoned bases. A farm west of here. You'll see a big combine harvester there.
Fine, I'll take a look.
And now that we're connected, just call out to me and I'll hear you.
All right, but until I do, stay the hell out of my head.
What does he not like about that? He's pretty efficient, to be honest. And you mean when you do it for food, they do it in your back? I think I was thinking about it, doing it, but I figured out what I'm not allowed to eat, etc. I mean, it depends, right? For example, I'm gonna probably get tested for lactose intolerance while doing the colonoscopy, and yeah, that's probably something you can do there. But it depends probably on what allergy you're going to test, where you test it, etc. If you do it on your back, usually, I mean, depends, right? Because if you get a rash, you usually do, I mean, I would assume most likely they're going to do it on maybe your upper arm or something too. Because your back, imagine you have a rash and then you lie down and want to sleep. I mean, maybe they do it on the back, I don't know, but it just seems like it could be a bit annoying if you want to sleep later. Maybe you sleep on your side. Yeah, it depends, right? You don't want to have it somewhere where it is too visible or annoying. But yeah, I'm obviously not informed yet about these things. I will be when I will be doing the exam. Yeah, and by the way, back to the Gothic remake. There's one thing which is a bit annoying, but maybe good, because obviously we're streaming in English now, right? The original I played in German back then, and now you might say, oh cool, the new game obviously... What the fuck? This is like a one shot. I mean, it wasn't at full HP, but... Well, it fucked on. The new game has really bad German voice acting. That might sound weird, but you might be like, didn't they get the original actor, blah, blah, blah. But it seems like the original actor just was winging it in the original game and it kind of worked out. But this game, they kind of like didn't manage to tell him what situation he was in or something. And he literally just randomly changes intonation, shouts, the microphone quality is shit. And it's just like the German voice acting, even though it's the same voice actor, seems just to be pretty garbage. And that's a real shame because I obviously... What? My god, what the fuck is happening? Wait, what in the... Where's my gun? Do we not have a gun? Huh?
You're mine now.
Just sell it, I must have sold the other one. Whoa, 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 we're gonna fucking die again. There's no cover here. I mean, I guess it can't hit you when you're sprinting or some shit. Bro, the sensitivity is so fucking dog shit, man. Fuck me. But the guns are really strong. Yeah, so basically, the good news is we're probably gonna be streaming in English anyway, so, you know, like, it just makes it easier for me to decide that Oh, fuck again. Yeah, it just makes it easier for me to decide that this is actually how I wanna... Who's shooting me? Yeah, otherwise I would have been like, ah, shit, I want to play it in German, but that's kind of stupid too, because... So yeah, I'm not sure, though that is a good thing for the German voice acting, because I think a lot of people are actually very interested in it from that perspective. What's also interesting is a lot of people call it Euroslop, but it's funny that, you know, like back then, those were like cutting edge RPGs, right? They were really buggy, but still like this was like, you know, like unique and everything. And now we just don't have any... They kind of just lost the quality standards of modern games kind of in Germany often. Yeah, like we had Crytek and everything, and now it's just like, I mean, we still have Hunt Showdown, I guess, but... It's just like there's not a lot of new, really high quality talent, and a lot of studios just being shut down in Germany. Also, like there's this adventure game called Deponia, And it was like a really cool game back in the day. Like it's a point and click adventure, but one of my favorite ones of all time. And I just like I've been rewatching it recently, and it's super cool. But the studio who made it shut down after making the horrible Gollum game, right? And I'm like, how do we go from this amazing point and click game to the shitty 3D Gollum stealth game, right? And no wonder they had to shut down out of that piece of shit. Oh, there's like a conveyor belt over here, a road, and I mean, this might be a road. I think it's a conveyor belt, and this is like a broken wall or something. The farms, I heard something that sounded like several small blasts. A ruin nearby. The farms. What farms is he talking about? I just heard about it on your back. And Google's is saying on the back on the lower part of that. Maybe, yeah, it could be. I mean, maybe because of the visibility part, maybe it's just like a good area for it. And yeah, we had the Gollum game, yeah. So wait, did you mention the Gollum game before I mentioned it? Because this is the saddest part, right? Like a studio that makes such great games having to shut down because of that piece of shit game. I mean, obviously that means they were not good at making those types of games. The question is, why did they make it in the first place? I think they got a lot of government funding or some shit for it, but...
I saw something. Subject identified! Shit!
I hate when they kick you. What did you...
They made me call out to you. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. And yeah, you mentioned it independently. Yeah, I mean, it's like, those moments are really unfortunate. Where long standing studios just get shut down because they had to make some trash game because somebody made the decision, right? But obviously, those are just bad decisions. Where do we get the convoy card? That looks cool. Shouldn't we be able to scan for the key? Yeah, the weird part is there's not even a zombie here, so you can't even kill anything for the card. Maybe this event currently is offline or something, or the key card is actually inside the tunnel. Let's check the tunnel. And we're in all the games before that 2D. I don't think so. I think the newer point and click adventures they made, I think the Whisper World 2 or whatever, was a 3D game. But the funny thing is, I think that was a big mistake because I think they thought they're gonna save money there, but they tried to make it pretty like sophisticated visually. And I think they might just have blown their budget even more than making a 2D game. And I also think for point and click adventures, 3D can have advantages, but I don't think it's like necessarily objectively better. Right? I think 3D, yeah, it's like, yeah, I think honestly there's like 2D and 3D point and click games, and both of them are honestly perfectly fine. It's not like 3D has like, oh my god, you need 3D to make the genre work or something. Yeah, so I think they really made a mistake there too, by swapping from 2D art to 3D. But maybe they hoped it was going to be cheaper or something. Also, the Whispered World 2, why? Like, the first game, in my opinion, was a pretty complete game, and also a really cool game. Yeah, I really like the original Whispered World. And that brings me back to, I'm not playing enough point-and-click games. I notice I do like them, but the problem is they're really heavily relying on story and moment-to-moment dialogue. And yeah, it's just really hard for me to capture that. in most games these days. It's like, even if there's a really quote-unquote cool new point-and-click game, I'm not sure if it's gonna capture this exact, you know, like, feeling of the older ones sometimes. Yeah, so I'm usually not even dismissive, just like less interested in trying them out, because if that doesn't work out, right, there's not good gameplay to offset it, right? It's usually the main draw is the puzzle and writing stuff and silliness and... Wait, what the fuck? Oh my god, I didn't want to use that mine. Or whatever, there it is. I want to do this, actually. Yeah, I don't think you need 3D, yeah, for that genre at all. It depends on obviously what you want to do perspective-wise, right? Yeah, sure, you can make cool transitions, but... Yeah, maybe I should like go and play some point-and-click games eventually again. Maybe even replay Deponia, but I just rewatched the first one. I don't know if it would be... The problem is, if I hadn't rewatched it, would I think about even playing it? Probably not. But then again, I just rewatched it playing it. I mean, I didn't watch it, I just heard it. Usually I had it running in the background, but I don't really know what puzzles were clicked and stuff like that, but... And that would be also a game, obviously, I would want to play in German, but... Yeah, not a lot of games actually I want to play in German, because not a lot of German games. If there were more German games, where you can tell that the German voice acting and everything is the intended, quote-unquote, way to play it. I don't think we got the convoy key, did we? Nah, I think the convoy is just disabled right now. Yeah. Why can't they just chill here and no zombies are attacking them? How do we do the aerial finisher attack? In-air ground pound, in-air stab, blah blah blah, so on tic-tac. Didn't we have like an assassination thing out of the air? Here, in-air. Hold side mouse button. Okay. Nice. Just a little bit of XP farming here. I mean, this is so not worth it. Okay, enough of this. No, I don't think we're gonna get what we were looking for inside here. Wait, you can... Oh, I didn't know you can monkey bar there. Okay, so yeah, we don't have the clearance and this seems to be disabled right now. Probably because of the main story. Yeah, so this is worse. Wait, do we have a... Wait, how do I use the binoculars in the game? Is there a dedicated binocular button? Dedicated binocular button. Yeah. Oh, we just put it on up. Okay, well that's cool. How do I change zoom levels? Okay, just trolling. Wait, those are the... Aren't those the conveyor belts? I mean, they don't... Those are not conveyor belts, but maybe this is what they wanted to draw. Yeah, and this is the farms. So there should be a broken wall somewhere around here for the treasure.
This must be the place.
This is the road, right? It looks really cool, but... Oh yeah, ruins over here. Depends on how many ruins there are, though. There could be more than these. No, this is for sure the place. What? There's like a bunch of explosives here. Okay, I think I think we're gonna have to, unfortunately. Oh, they have like massive AOE. Oh, it feels like like it's so unresponsive. It's fucking insane. Wait, what do I even do about this? I guess I could throw a grenade or something inside. Are you kidding me? It didn't fucking get that. No way, that's so fucking stupid. Because if I shoot it from here, there's no way I'm not taking any damage, right? Okay, nice. Maybe we don't have to shoot every single one of them. I kind of want to, but I... Wait, do I regen HP? You know, this is a great moment for a break. I think the audio right now is very relaxing and just... We almost do a regen. Yeah, imagine being the guy who puts down mines which makes more noise than a visual, like, you know, this is, whoops. Oh, whatever. Okay, I can also hold down the button. Yeah, imagine designing mines which are like, don't step on me. Inferno, okay. Sounds like something you have to activate. Okay, but we found the treasure, very nice. What the fuck? What the fuck? Where did those guys come from? Come on. Don't be like that. You have to hold space in this game in order to climb, or does it just climb automatically? No, it does climb automatically. See, this is the never give up mentality. And I'm capitalism. You trying to climb the corporate ladder, me the corporation. Okay. Isn't that this cool game where you like CSGO surf your way up corporate ladder? Supposedly very hard and annoying to play. I kind of maybe I don't know, like these like Kuso games, like shit games in Japanese, like Oniya, Getting Over It and everything, a Jump King. They kind of interest me a lot, but they also at the same time most of them are just shit, right? So the question is, which ones of them are worth it? Wait, you're going to Frankfurt next week and the price went up from 20 to 130 euros. But what do you mean the price went up? For the train ticket? Or... Oh my god, I'm so fucking ass. Because they're like, obviously when you're booking a ticket, usually there are two ways to book it. That's very early, then you get like the quote-unquote best price. Or super late when they just have to fill the empty seats before the ride takes off. So last minute basically. I don't know if that goes for trains actually, but that's the reason why it's so cheap then, right? Because they're literally saying, okay, if we don't have a customer booking right now, there's no customer, so any price is basically better than nothing. Because the flight or whatever is going to go anyway. So yeah, those are usually the two moments, but it's usually not very unusual for a price to get higher and higher, closer to the closer you are to the trip in terms of normal time, right? This is like the last minute stuff where it gets cheaper again. What the fuck are we? Where are we? What in the fuck? Like dying here? Like it's called Dying Light, right? What would the game be without dying? It was like that when you travel in the night. The tickets you could buy were 20 to 30 bucks. When the daytime the price was 80 to 120. And now the nighttime tickets are that much. Or what are you saying? Is that what you mean, that now you have to pay that much for the nighttime ticket? Or what am I doing? This reminds me, I mean, obviously a lot of the Dying Light 1 DLC. The buggy was really cool. You know what? Since we're in an objective area, I think we're just gonna kill everything. Yeah, I'm just recently we're just watching Spy X Family, the anime, and they had like an episode which was really funny. I mean, I'm pretty sure that was not the first time they did it. But they had like they went to the zoo and there was a cage with the most dangerous animal on Earth, and it was an empty cage where you can go inside. It's very true, right? A lot of people, when they say what's the most dangerous animal on Earth, they're like, oh, it's like a seahorse, not a seahorse, like what's a hippopotamus? I don't even know what you call it. But yeah, a seahorse or something, right? They're like, oh, these are super aggressive, or maybe lion or something, right? Or tiger.
Hear me? Hello? I feel like a fucking idiot.
But yeah, it's obviously the humans are the most dangerous animal on
Still
Earth.
creepy. You said you used this place for a base?
Have you found anything?
No, not yet.
Check the attic. The entrance is in the hallway.
I mean, so is like the nighttime price now also more expensive, or is it like, because obviously nighttime rides are usually cheaper than daytime rides, just because less people travel during the night, and they can basically make money. They're basically saying, you know what, instead of not having any person use the ride and the railway, we're just gonna, you know, like have cheap tickets for people who are willing to spend a night on a train, instead of going during daytime where there are a lot of people who want to use the train, so there's like a, you know, competition for space. But at the end of the day, the price is like anything, right? In a capitalistic society, it's to maximize profit, right? Whatever price you're seeing is what they expect is going to make them the most money, irrespective of if it's like quote unquote a fair price or not. Because obviously the consumer is going to be the person deciding it. And yeah, then you might say, but I don't have a choice. I need to go there. And that's true, right? That's why like things like transportation or food, etc. It's a bit weird that there's like still capitalistic pricing there, because obviously you do need to eat and go from A to B every now and then. So yeah, it's like kind of like weird to see that applied there. They're so fucking bright. I mean in a good way, it's HDR, but also like when it's dark, it's very, very bright. Yeah, I can look it up quickly. Wait, let me check the example. Yeah, usually the price, right? The price is literally what they expect the average person. First of all, they think about how many people are going to travel, and then they think about how much they can actually ask from people, right? The fuller the train is usually the more you're going to pay, because they know, oh, a lot of people need to take this ride at this certain time. And then also the high price is also an incentive to use the train at another time, which means they're going to have less people during their quote unquote peak hours, because some people might say, ah, this is too expensive, I'd rather take the one later, right? And then suddenly they don't have the problem that everybody's taking the quote unquote optimal most used train for them, but they're actually deciding also on the factor of how much money they're willing to spend. So they're basically kind of like reducing stress on their systems by distributing people, by giving them a price incentive to not go during the rush hours. Yeah, there are like a lot of good reasons to have different prices, right? This is why a universal fixed price for at any time would be very weird. It would not be efficient at all. Can I actually kill this thing? Because I don't think so. Oh, you know what? Fuck yeah! Hey, he doesn't even get stunned. What the fuck? Hey, he's like actually mega tanky. And there's another one? What the fuck? We got him. I think the DPS should be really high with this. Why are there two of them again? What in the fuck? What? There are too many! What the fuck you mean? What do you mean? When did we get in there? I was talking about train prices and suddenly you're getting fucking assaulted. Wait, now, oh, is it because it's nighttime and I didn't pay attention? Probably. Whoops. Yeah, wait until morning seems pretty sensible. Okay, the checkpoint is really far away though, and I really hope this was just because it was nighttime and not because they actually are in there, because that would fucking suck ass. I think they have like the sound effect when your weapon's about to break. Did they really go in here? Like, what? I always want to get the thing outside, it's crazy.
These look like patrol routes. Is this an outpost?
Kyle, have you found my men?
No, but I found a map of the Baron's outposts.
If they were captured, you'll probably find them in one of those.
I'll see if I can track them down, but do me a favor.
Stay the hell out of your head.
Are you reading my mind again, Sven?
Wait, how the fuck do I get to this guy? Yeah, wait, he's actually cheating. Am I not hitting him? Or is he just like the most tanky bitch ever? Yeah, I kind of wish, like my number one wish for the game right now is to add an ADS sensitivity. It's just so low, like it makes you feel like you're like, it's basically paralyzing you whenever you use the right mouse button. But it's okay. We're gonna... I mean, we can't get used to it because it's physically impossible for me to move my hand faster, but we're gonna deal with it somehow. We're gonna compensate. See, the game already didn't spawn the enemy this time because he knew. What? I mean, he literally just... didn't he just slam the fucking ground? I didn't even recognize that was an attack, to be honest. Also have like a fuck ton of long range enemies here. Wait, didn't we want to do the power station over first? I wonder if they deal a lot of damage. Ah, okay, so this is like a new attack. I've never seen that one. Wait, what the fuck? Did it hit me? Okay, crazy. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. Don't dodge this one backwards because it's fucking me up. Wait, I think this guy just has AoE damage when you're close to him. He has like poison aura or some shit. Currently unpowered. Of course. That's not a zip line. Wait, what? I'm so confused. I thought this is actually what we needed to do. Okay. No? Oh wait, can you maybe go on top of it? But didn't I just try this? I mean, we can jump from here to here, I guess. Probably. Currently unpowered. I don't care, just climb. Huh? Okay. I don't know why you didn't want to climb for like 10 minutes, but... I honestly don't He is really buggy right now. I don't know what's going on. he hates climbing right now. Oh, the cable is too short, isn't it? Okay, I know why. Wait, my bad, my bad. We should have used the zipline. I'm stupid. Nice. I just need to remember where the fuck it was. Hmm. Okay, but what what is the actual purpose of this? I don't remember. Yeah, like power maybe for traps or something. Maybe there's an outpost in there. This was the equivalent of you're looking at your smartphone while you're walking and running against a pole. It was really looking at my tablet. I was like, surely we don't need to heal. Use the ultimate here. I'm quickly gonna drink something, and I'll be right back in 1 minute. Yeah, okay. Ah, a whole cup of beer, you know. Just drinking a little bit of tea.
Voice down. Okay.
You think I'm afraid of those freaks?
They're not the only monsters out there. Could be volatiles.
I am the monster. Like you're burning through our heels like crazy, but we can make more, I think.
This is Echo 7, over.
We caught the freaks who attacked the patrol. Where have you been?
I was taking a dump.
Dude, fuck, whatever. Rendezvous at Checkpoint Delta.
Where?
The pig farm. We're taking the prisoners back to the palace.
Copy that. See you soon, dumbass.
And hey, cool guy, I hope you're doing well. Best zombie game. Let me think. Is it the best zombie game for me, personally? I mean, since it's amongst my favorite games of all time, like the series itself, and this one seems like it's just like more of the same, which is good. For me, yeah, it's amongst the best zombie games. I mean, it depends on obviously what you want, right? Is it like story-based zombie games like The Last of Us? There's like like immersive sim games like, what is it called, like, is it Project Zomblul, whatever, right? It really depends on what type of zombie game you're looking for, but I think if you're looking for an action-based parkour zombie game, this for sure is amongst the best I think I've played. In general, right? In general too, I really like this one. But just like the general statement, best zombie game overall, depends obviously on what you're looking for, what type of game. Some people might be like a grand strategy game where you're like commanding billions of zombies. Like, oh, wait, this is like They Are Billions also exists, I think. Yeah, there are like a lot of really great games in the genre, obviously. So, yeah, but for me, this is definitely amongst my favorite ones. I wonder if we should kill the goon. Should we kill all gooners? It's called, yeah, Project Zomblul, exactly, yeah. I haven't played that one myself, but I do know a lot of people regard it as an amazing game. I'm still waiting for it to leave early access, which might be a mistake. Because it might already be good now. I mean, it probably already is good now. Nice assassination attack, wow. Crazy. Wait, since when is attacking the legs so efficient? I guess it's because he's wearing a helmet. Wait, maybe we should crouch hit your legs and see how effective that is. Get into the pig farm. What dark secrets await? Is it going to be a bloodborne style pig? No, they don't have like zombie animals in the game.
Sure they're not playing possum. Wake up, you infected piece of shit! Cowboys here. Get him in the truck.
Why did he make choking noises? Like I just went out of cover for no reason there. It's great. I mean, we can go into the zombie mode. I think that's more efficient to do. Nice! What a throw! I mean, quite literally, what a throw. I can't even heal in this mode, so we'll get fucked, I guess. Low on health. Yeah, I know, but there's no way I can heal in this, so... They're playing me! Okay, wait. Okay, that was fucking ass. The fact that he threw it against me was so fucking annoying. The sense is so low when you do that. It's crazy. I want to shoot the barrel on him, but I guess he's dead now.
Sven, I just saw your people. They're being transported somewhere.
I have people watching the roads. Soon as I can, I'll let you know where they're going.
Yeah, the reason why this is so much more annoying in this one is because it's actually a mechanic that's more used than in the other Dying Light games. So it's like... having ADS sensitivity, I think, is actually essential, but I guess like it's so weird to me, like how you cannot figure out that this is a basic setting. Did you just spawn out of the other guy?
Kyle, they're stopped near the river. You need to catch up with them. A group of infected are blocking the road. I'm sending you the location.
Do they have ammo on them? I don't know. By the way, you may also be wondering, why do I walk like a drunk bitch sometimes in the game? It's because the game has like a momentum system. As soon as you sprint, you see this? It's very hard to make short, very precise small movements because the character just has this weird... You know what I mean? Like, it just like walks very much like a drunk... Look at this. Like there's like, he's like almost running over his own feet. Like it's really weird to describe, but... It's not Resident Evil 7 bad, but it definitely makes like auto sprint a little bit less interesting indoors. The reason why I'm okay with it though is because I haven't played in a while and I have forgotten how good it felt without it indoors. So I'm just like, okay, this is, how it is. But I think when I changed it for the first time, I was definitely noticing it even more than now. But it does cause me to sometimes just walk around like a little bit less in control than I would like. It's too fucking bright. Just turn it off, man. Just turn off the auto HDR shit. This is not the way, bro. Why the fuck are we following this quote-unquote road? Nice water stuff on the windshield, though. Okay, what? No parking. Yeah, why would you? Look at this. Look at this. Why the fuck would you put a no parking sign in front of this gate while this is the place you live in? There's like more space to park your car than I think I've ever seen in my life. Nobody would put a no parking shield in front of their... I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe people are just fucking being dumb bitches and put themselves there, but it makes no sense, right? This is the only fucking gate they have here. Okay. Get to the hostage's location. Oh, this is way further than front. I mean, I do want to check out this location though, because it looks pretty cool. It's probably part of like a side quest or something, so. Brain? Brain? Okay, okay, just kill yourself. I thought I was gonna go through the whole really stylish or something. No. How did they not put something in the game that tells you how far away the quest marker is? Like, every fucking game has a meters or yard or whatever. There's just any metric to know how far away you are. It is specifically stupid because I think it just shows it when you're within 100 meters. But you can see, right, you can see the distance in the top on the radar, but you can't see it for the objective. I think it's because we're not 100 meters away. I think we're more than 100 meters away. Another convoy with no key. Nice. Maybe I'm missing something. I thought there was always like a zombie nearby that had the key, but maybe I'm just... Maybe this is not how it works. Maybe you have to track down the key or something. What are you? Hello, you're bloated. Maybe he has the key? No? Yeah, so if anybody knows how you get the convoy keys, because I have been picking them up from enemies I've killed nearby, but since there are no enemies nearby, it kind of makes it hard to pick them up from the enemies. It might also just be a bug, because we haven't seen a single convoy with enemies around. I thought I had a melee weapon. You couldn't tell. I think there is a way to get inside of this. So yeah, I don't think we have the access card, and I also don't think we're gonna find it, so... Kinda weird. And should we start just hitting random limbs and shit? Because I feel like we're always hitting the headshots with the weapons, so it's kind of we always see the same animation. Maybe we should start doing weird shit so we can see different ones. Oh, he's gonna crawl, right? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Maybe chop off an arm. No, I think headshots are still the most efficient. Hits when hitting the head, still the most efficient way. I didn't want to slide there, I just wanted to crouch. He's like, what the fuck is he doing? Whoa! Yeah, you can also turn off the finisher notification, I guess if you want to ignore them completely, which is, I guess, a valid way to play the game. I don't even know if they use endurance or not. You meant loot the corpses? I mean, you mean next to the convoy, right? Loot the corpses. Okay, what is actually? I'm such a bot. What did I do? Yeah, just like whatever here. Okay, it's fine. I don't think they were lootable, right? I did scan the environment for interactables, but maybe it just doesn't show up. You mean those guys here, right? Once in the water, I would assume. Wait, those were the enemies I killed. Never mind. Yeah, because I was like scanning like this the entire time, so there was nothing I think I could have looted. Farm respawns. If you are blocked by a bug, some players on the Steam community point out that these armored infected respawn after 30 real-world minutes, as long as you are far enough away. Okay, yeah, so you do, yeah, so it is a bug. Okay, this is what I figured, because we could potentially just restart the game I don't know where you will put me afterwards, but you know what? That's actually not the restart the game, just like reload. I mean, maybe even a restart. Sometimes the games are weird. Sometimes a restart. I know it's kind of stupid, but sometimes a restart actually does something, even though you wouldn't expect that to do anything. Sometimes they do end up getting that. Just restart it. It's waiting 30 minutes. I mean, we're doing that anyway, right? We already waited 30 minutes technically because we already had the bug like an hour ago or something. Yeah, it's not a big deal, right? It's just like a side convoy thing, but it's still would be nice to be able to get them. Oh, great! Intel is not inside my PC. We have AMD. By the way, I don't care if Intel one day becomes better again. It's fine. It just like sold me the most broken piece of shit GPU of all time, CPU of all time, and we spent hours upon hours and days upon days figuring out what the issue was. Because it wasn't known back then. We were amongst the fucking first to have that issue. It's crazy, man. Thinking back, I literally was among the first people on Earth to have the issue with the CPU.
Got in touch with me in the creepiest way possible.
Such an unfortunate situation.
The contact's name is Sven.
Nobody could have known it was the CPU at the time, right? Yeah, so we're back. Maybe the zombies are also back. Oh my god, this is so far away. Fuck me. Aber unten oder oben? Aber unten oder oben, Klav? Achso. Nee, ist okay. Okay, let's see. I mean, there are already more zombies around here. Ja. Das stimmt, draußen ist ja jetzt gar nicht so warm. I don't know where I want to go on the bus, but there's definitely epic loot in here. Crazy. The irony, right? Now we're at the objective, but we didn't find the... We didn't find the convoy. And we also haven't unlocked any of these things here, which kind of sucks. So this is... I don't know. Is it that important? Let's just unlock this one first, and then we go back for the objective. I think the convoy was under this bridge. Maybe? Oh, that's pure coke. There's nothing there. Nice jump. Wait, I've never seen this one before. This crane doesn't care. It just... Okay, I mean, I don't use nades often, but there has ever been a situation where a nade would have been appropriate. I think it's this one. Yeah, I wish you could put like dedicated buttons for nades and stuff like that, so I didn't have to fucking use one to cycle through nades like on a console. But you can actually stun them. Wait, what? Yo, wait, I'm gonna die. Wait. We're fucked. All because I wanted to parry them. Wait, parrying zombies? Cool. Was that a thing in the past games? You know what's funny? We're gonna be all the way back where we just started, because this, I think the game only can bring you back to these towers, which is why I wanted to unlock it, but Cranes didn't. I'm calling him Crane. Is it Crane? Whatever his name is. But John Paul. John Paul didn't want to climb the... No, he didn't want to fucking climb... He's not Crane, he's just the other guy. I'm so bad with names. He didn't want to climb, right? You can see it. He just stood there. I was holding W, press space. He just wanted to get eaten by zombies, so we did. Get eaten by zombies. What is this beautiful house? Okay, I remember this. We've been oh shit, we've just been here a moment ago. Why is it actually so full of zombies here? Fast food trucks, maybe? Okay, the tower should be a little bit to the left here. Yeah, it should be right here somewhere. Nah, auto sprint is fine. I definitely not gonna turn it off again. Because it basically makes the faster sprint toggle, and it's already... Like, I hate that he cancels when you strafe. Like, it's so fucking annoying. If you do this, that he cancels the sprint input. I don't even mind him interrupting it, but just resume it after. Please. Please. Bro, is he shitting me? He's shitting me. Okay, we're gonna have to kill all the zombies. If I can parry them, that would be insane. Oh, I'm gonna die again because I don't know if I can parry them actually. What the fuck? I'm stuck! There was a rock behind me. I don't know, can you parry them or not? Then you go negative on your levels. I'm gonna end up level 1 at the end. You better not be like sleepwalking there. Nah, fuck helping that guy. All I need is... Wait, there's like a question mark over here? Wait, did we spawn in a different location? Did we spawn in a different location this time? Oh, we never finished this one? What? Generator house? Supply? I don't have to hold E. Crazy. Okay, let's go inside so we can just kill him at the door. Just enjoying a little bit of sunlight. Yeah, we didn't need that mode like a moment ago. I mean, now it's too late. But... I feel like my weapon is pretty weak. So maybe it isn't, I don't know. Might just get under leveled. It's kind of funny though how RPG systems where you level in a game that has dynamic enemy scaling is more of an illusion of progression. I mean, yeah, you get stronger via perks and stuff like that and upgrades, but your just overall power level, like the increase is just like, you know, artificial, but it still works mentally, so I guess it's fine. But they're basically lying to you because you're not getting stronger. The enemies are getting stronger with you. I'm just talking about the raw upgrade, get more health, etc, etc. But maybe you do get like slightly stronger. And ice aches in our inventory is full. Backpack inventory. Hast du es auch Klav geschickt, oder was? Achso. Das ist schon okay, wenn es auch nicht cool ist. Ich kann es auch... Aha, das war erster Versuch. Aber ich mach's ja aber ich mach's wahrscheinlich on Stream mit dem Vorlesen öfters in letzter Zeit, deswegen lesen es wahrscheinlich. Wenn er ist. Oh mein Gott. Aha. Yeah, so we must be in German. It's always because you know, my girlfriend and Jessie are here and we interact like human beings. What is this? This ass building. Oh, there's still a zombie. Okay, yeah, he's probably taking the power from me. Excuse me? What are we... Find the... No, what are we supposed to do here? Are we done? We're not... I mean, we're... There's a check mark here, so I assume we're finished, but it's not turned on? What? Yeah, we turn it on, yeah. See, this is what you call autopilot. It's when you turn off your brain but still do actions. That's what Trump does every day. Okay, no, I don't think so. I don't even think he has an autopilot.
Alright, Pietro, I got 3 more substations up and running.
You know what's funny? What if Trump wasn't called Trump, right? The name is very fortunate for a politician and, you know, it's just like a lucky name. What if it was called, I don't know, Kevin? Okay, wait, this is his last name. But, okay, I mean, I guess like him being called Donald is kind of funny. But what if it wasn't Trump? Like, just a stupid name and then nobody... Don't use guns. Guns? I really want to know, can I parry that? That would be amazing. Okay, I can block and it just consumes a bunch of stamina. No, I think parrying is more against humans, right? I mean, it does work, and then you can do this one, right? And this one's really powerful because there's a lot of AoE. I'm so greedy. I was looking at my ultimate and was like, can you ult here? I don't know. It would heal me full. Yeah, but I was actually just trolling by trying the parry. But now we know it. When they run at you, you can parry them. When they want to grab you, you cannot parry them, which makes dodging a bit more interesting. Where the fuck? Did we not do the tower again? Help. I need help. Wait, we didn't do this one either? Yeah, we're gonna help him. Been asking for it every time we die, so we're impossible to assassinate this one.
I owe you everything. Here's your reward.
fish physics! Holy shit, this is the next... Okay. Why do they have the... Oh, it's because they're high level! I thought they were being like marked because... I thought they were like a quest objective. It's because they're over leveled. It's the high enemy level indicator. And hey, Aiden Slayer, Aiden Slays, hope you're doing well. I just realized we're in a too high level area. Ah, well that explains why they're so tanky too. Yeah, I didn't play the game in a long time, so I completely forgot there was like an area here that was higher level than the other ones. But they don't seem to be too tanky, some of them at least. Also explains why we haven't unlocked this yet. I mean, our durability really doesn't like this. Yeah, I was like really, I thought this was a quest marker thing. We have to kill the zombies or some shit. Yeah, how do we get up here? Is there another tree nearby, or is... I mean, there is a tree nearby, obviously. There are a lot of trees here. Okay, we got him. What we don't got is how to get up there. Oh, monkey bars? Oh yeah, magical monkey bars. In? What the fuck you want me to do here? Can you not go up? What is he doing? This, I mean, probably. I wish you would break it in one hit. No, no, wait until night. I thought it was really nighttime. I mean, it was dawn, but no, not dawn. Sunset, but ooh, look at how pretty it is. Yo, that looks sick. What the fuck? Okay, let's go and wait until morning though. We're too weak for the nighttime, right? We can't do anything, unfortunately. And thanks for the follow, Aiden Slayer. Yeah, it looks really, really nice. Very pretty. Come on, just jump down. Oh, this is a high level area. It also says it at the top for everybody who's like me and doesn't pay attention. Ihr wollt dann aufnehmen? Also jetzt direkt. Also ich kann auch aufhören. And do we have it? Nope. They're still there. So this bug, it might be a bug or not, right? I'm just like calling it a bug, but yeah, all the convoys are empty right now. Even though we restarted the game. Oh, this is a merchant one. No, I know what we have to do, we just have to press this button, right? But I'm just like... It's a high level area, right? Right. Did we kill the guy? Yeah, we did, right? Nice. Yeah, we just did the grapple, which I never do. Help? Help, Aiden? You got stuck, I don't know why. Is his name Aiden? See, I'm giving him different names. I don't even know. No, it's because it's an Aiden Slade. See, it just gets different names. What is the main character's name? What are we called? We're not Crane. We're the other guy. Somebody's gonna say my name eventually, and I'm gonna remember it, hopefully. Trust. Never mind. I don't know. I swear to God, I just pressed W and space, and he just went down instead of up. But we're not in a high level area anymore, so we can kill them immediately. Maybe. Just proc it once, please, by the love of fucking Christ. Thank you. Yeah, maybe Fling sucks. I mean, does Fling even proc? Do we even have Fling on it? Is Fling even on this thing? Before we break it, we should definitely check. Yeah, I mean, let's check. However we do that. We put lightning and Fling on this one. And Fling does 320. I mean, Fling is insane though. No, Fling is really good. It just doesn't fling them anymore. I guess they changed this because it was kind of... I mean, it was annoying in Dying Light 2 because you were on the rooftops and you just they just got flung so far where you can loot them anymore. But you're so much more on the ground in this game, so I'm kind of not sure. Oh my god, he made it. Crazy. I'm saying that because I think we did the exact same input the last time and he just fucking ignored it. Why do we... Oh, I know why this keeps happening. It's because we sell the lower level version of the gun and he just changes the slot every single time, so I'm like... Oh, we have 3 bullets left. So isn't there a zombie up here? No, I could have kicked him! Oh. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about God of War Lofrey. Which looks pretty sick, to be honest. With a big caveat, it might never come to PCs, so we might actually never play it. Yeah, that's kind of sad. Yeah, this sucks, right? They put all the games on PC. But yeah, I do like God of War Lofrey for sure, from what I've seen so far. The cube's pretty dope. And he's even on the cover, so he's not even like... They're not even hiding him. Read? I guess? It's in a house. Wow, this is so helpful. Thank you. What the fuck is this? Is this supposed to be a bridge? So you can see the castle, there's a bridge and a house. And a window. Is that the bridge? Oh, this is so useless. There's no way we're ever gonna find that one. Oh, this is where we had the boss fight with the fact. Oh, he's fucked. Ja, also ich wollte es jetzt machen. Gott. So später geht nicht. Ich meine, sie arbeitet ja auch gerade an was. Why am I looting these guys? Okay, so let's do the mission objective and then I'm gonna call it for today. Das macht keinen Sinn. Ich meine, das ist mir frei, ob es später auch gegangen wäre, weil ich würde dann aufhören zu streamen für heute. Yeah, physics. I like how she has physics, but you can actually not trigger them. Okay. What are we looking for? Find the missing skulls. These are the missing skulls. Oh, it's because we're on the car. Look at this. When I jump on the car, you can see the suspension moving, and then they move. That's cool. Okay. Those look like the missing skulls to me, but the game doesn't think they are the missing skulls. So, what type of language do you speak? So, I mean, we speak English on stream, and when I talk to my girlfriend and Jessie, it's German. Yeah, so I'm from Germany, so that is the language you will eventually hear me speak. Yeah, but I obviously, whenever I say something in German, it's usually unrelated to the stream, and if it is, I will translate.
Sven, I found them. And they don't look good.
Oh, cool! You also speak German, but do you speak German like as a native language, or just like learn at school? In school?
Okay, I'm on my way.
Yeah, but no, for the obviously for the people who don't speak German, I will still translate stuff when it's relevant. Maybe if my girlfriend makes a comment that's relevant. Drive the scouts home before they turn. Oh yeah, there's a time limit, huh? Perfect for streamers who don't pay attention. Yeah, I like how you just drive and then just the car goes straight. Wait. Yeah, we're on a time limit, but there's a fucking merchant. Okay, and you're also native German speaker. Yeah, we do actually have a lot of people who do speak German still, especially on the Twitch side. Because initially I streamed in German and I changed it a while ago, but still there are some people there. So you can also write, by the way, yeah, you can also write German in the chat, right? I will just translate it. Yeah, so writing German in the chat is always welcome if you... what the fuck am I doing? If you, if you prefer, or it's more comfortable for you to do as well. Yeah, same for French, right? You can also write French. Maybe very simple Japanese in Romanji. So those are the only things I would understand. Maybe Italian a little bit too in Spanish, but then it gets a bit more guessing what it is. Yeah, so Korean unfortunately none, right? I mean, Yosumida is all I can say. No, wait, there's more, I think, but not enough. Shiba.
Hey, where's Sven?
Take them inside.
Abandon them? To die?
What were you doing out there in the first place, Sven?
Reconnaissance! They're killing our people if we do nothing. How long before we're all wiped out?
Not much longer if the Baron tracks us down here.
Did Sven tell you who I am?
Thank you for your help, but you should leave now.
Lydia, this is Kyle Crane. He escaped from the Baron.
Wait, there's a more important thing. You have a cute dinosaur here.
Crane? You brought Kyle Crane here? The Baron will tear this valley apart looking for him. Are you trying to get us all killed?
He can help us. Maybe even save us. He was tortured for years, just like we were. He needs answers, just like we do.
Is that what you want, Kyle? Answers?
What I want is that motherfucker's head on a platter. But to do that, I need to know where he's vulnerable.
I understand, but we can't be involved. It's just too dangerous. Please leave.
She's fun. Who was that?
Lydia. She's in charge here. Not exactly warm and cuddly, but don't let that discourage you. She'll come around. Hey, follow me. I want you to meet someone.
If I know what that ha 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 means, I don't think so. I mean, maybe if you mention what it is, but right now I can't think of what it could mean. What are these? You're right, they don't have a level on this one. Parkour vest. Damage, parkour, melee weapon throw. I mean, do we just buy it for the sake of buying? I mean, it's pretty expensive. It could look cool. It doesn't really matter because we're first person, but... the stats are just fucking shit. The parkour damage just doesn't do it. Oh, a military shotgun level 9, but they have levels, so it's kind of pointless to buy them here. Hello? Oh, see, this is where it gets stupid, because F buys everything, but if there's only a quantity of 1, you can't press F to buy everything. Why? I have no fucking idea. I mean... I just wish there was a way to buy it. If there is a mod, I mean, maybe we should look for a mod for this because it's fucking annoying. Like, I do want to buy, these are so cheap, right? Why am I doing this? Because you always need some, and they're so cheap. So it's like, not buying them is kind of... Oh my god, I can't press F again. Yeah, this is by far the worst part of the game. Like, the menu is fucking... I mean, the menu itself, the structure is fine. I don't care. But the interaction with mouse... I mean, I guess even with controller, you would have to hold it here. Yeah, it just sucks. Okay, we don't need... what don't we need? I think we need this one here. Here, again, why can't I sell everything with F, right? Why do we have to set the quantity? Like... It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's so slow. Okay. Wow. Yeah, it's such a weird thing. I can't imagine this being in games for much longer. Unless, like, there's a real... I mean, maybe there are some people who like it. I don't know. I've never met a person, but there must be devs, right, who think people like this at least. Or they personally like it. But for me, this is unimaginable. Like, I really don't know what's going on there.
Come to provide us with more pain.
Oh, wait, haha. It would be Korean or what? Ah, because haha is, I think, mother... No, what is it written? How is it written in Japanese? Wie schreibt meine Mutter in Japanisch? Wie schreibt man es romantisch? Ha, ha, ha. Okay, yeah, it is mother in Japanese. Yeah, you write like this, yeah. So yeah, that I know, but I didn't think of it in Korean here. Yeah, okay, so you also don't like it, okay, because I never met a person, right? I mean, if there is somebody who lets me know why you... I mean, you don't even have to know why you like it, you just might like it, right? But I just would like to meet a single person on Earth that actually thinks this is a good system. Beyond the devs who made it. Who might actually think people like it. I don't even know if they like it themselves, because sometimes you have, like, weird decisions and you're like, why did you do it? Oh, I think people like it, right? But you don't even like it yourself. Okay, but before we talk to these guys, I have to say, unfortunately, this is it for today. We're gonna be streaming again tomorrow, though. I'm gonna try to do it every day again. Because Jessie is gonna do her skit recordings, the ones I did this morning. Yeah, so she needs my microphone, basically, because I have the best mic in the household, so it makes sense to do the skit recording there for the cosplay competition. And after that, I think, you know, since it's my first day back on streaming, I don't want to do it too hard. Just because, I don't know, maybe whatever reason it contributed to the health issues for whatever. I don't even know, probably not, right? But yeah, just like taking it very slow initially, and then later we're going to see, you know, how much time we have every day. But usually we're going to try to do it daily, roughly, probably like German midday, early US time, depending on when it is. To maybe later, it depends, right? I don't have a fixed streaming schedule. Usually it's daily, unless I'm unhealthy, and then it's probably, you know, just a break or something. Yeah. Yeah, so right now, no promise it's going to be daily again, but I'm going to try to do it again tomorrow if I feel good enough. Yeah. You mean if you can watch the cosplay competition? I don't know if it's going to be streamed. Nee, ich glaube nicht, nee. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not going to be streamed. Was ist überhaupt für eine? Extreme Cosplay Gathering is the name of the competition, but I don't think they're going to have a stream, unfortunately. Yeah, and it's also not yet, right? They're still doing the costumes, making the... recording the voices for the skit and everything. So yeah, it's still in the making. Yeah, the competition is not yet, so it's going to take a couple of months to get the costumes and everything ready. Yeah, and I personally don't cosplay, so it's like I'm not part of the competition. I just helped with the voice recording this morning. Okay, but again, thanks a bunch for watching. Thanks for the follows again, and I'll see you tomorrow for more Dying Light: The Beast. And yeah, really like the game so far. We're gonna try to, you know, like be on pace. I don't think I'm gonna do all the side stuff. I'm just gonna wing it however I feel playing the game. And then the next game is still undecided. So there are a lot of options, right? From Mina to 007 to Gothic. A new game is coming up pretty soon. I don't even know what it's called, but it was also pretty interesting. I think it's coming out in a few weeks. I don't know. It really depends on what's out the moment we stop the stream. So the future is undecided, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna find a good game after this one as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.